Guess who's live? CR's live again. And the show will start. That's just this countdown finishes. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's Creative Redundancy back again, also known as CR. Welcome to this live with CR. Yeah, mostly audio. There might be some video every so often. Now, this is going to be more of a somewhat serious, somewhat important TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. It's Friday. For most of us, anyways. Type of stream where I reconnect with you, the people out there. I'll share a couple of things, stories, some time, obviously, and things on my mind. And remember, the most important thing to take from this stream is be proactive and be ready right now. Because we don't know what the future holds, but let's create a better future starting today. So let's get into my side chat here. Hello, Muscal CB. I saw a goldfish come in. Give me a 5x5 if you guys can hear me. I gotta make sure my phone's charging. That'd be nice too. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I may have some special guests up here. We'll see. I sent some invites out. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Yes, howdy. Yes. Hookah Homestand, CB. Let's see. All right, cool. So, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have someone come in about, I don't know, 20-ish minutes, give or take. Sent an invite out to a couple people, so hopefully they'll show up. That'd be nice. Hopefully you guys and gals are all doing well, or as well as to be expected, in spite of what's going on, in spite of what's rising, in spite of a few other things going around, as they say. You know, hopefully the weather's okay, if not better. I know it's hot down south. It's cloudy here today, mostly cloudy. I had some showers here already. It was very brief. The ground's already drying out. But some more moisture or some more water for the ground. I mean, for the soil, for the plants. Because you can't grow stuff without water. But likewise, you need that balance with the heat and sunlight too. Because you need both. You can't grow crops, a garden, vegetables, fruits, herbs, and all that stuff without both sunshine and water. And some air and some nutrients and some microbiological life in the soil too. And if you haven't already, give me on a big thumbs up and feel free to water the life and help it grow. What's up, Dax? How's it going? Nice to see you. Good afternoon. Appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in right now. Thanks for taking your time, some time at your busy schedules to drop in. Just having a sip of coffee right here. Hold on, I should have brought a seat. Hold on a second. So hopefully you guys are all doing well. Just grabbing a seat here. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to grab it. Of course, the seat's getting stuck on something. All right, I got it out. All right. Let me get a little bit more comfortable here. Hold on. I gotta fix the chair. Go figure. No, I thought I saw a spider web. It's just a piece of thread. So hopefully you guys and gals are all doing well. Like I said, hopefully the weather's cooperating with you the best it can be. I know, like I said, I know it's hot down south. It's much warmer, fairly warm out east. I think I saw the jet stream map earlier. A lot of things have happened in this week with the weather. I think there was like one of those atmospheric rivers again out west here. Some places got quite a bit of water, especially in the mountain time zone. I guess like Montana, Yellowstone. You might have heard some stories about that. So hopefully things will get better. Prayers to people affected and all this stuff. Oh wait, the sun will come back out, as they say, brighten up your day again. So, what is the main objective for this stream? This stream is basically gonna be pretty much an audio type of stream. There may be video. I may have some panel members or a panel eventually. I sent some invites out, so some special chat invites out. And remember, if you want to get a hold of me, you can hit me up on some email. Start the line of communication, and maybe I can have one of you come in on the next stream. Because I'm actually outside right now. So I can't send the invite out right now because I'm outside right now. All right. What's up, Second Star? What's up, man? What is up, my friend? No, it's all good. It's all good. Oh, all right, Israel. All right. I appreciate you all dropping in. Let's see. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. And for this live stream, I'm pretty sure. Well, I know I have the live chat up, and I'm pretty sure I enabled the live stream. No, live stream. The stream's side chat as a replay, or the side chat replay. It should be open to everyone. I'm pretty sure I didn't put subscriber only mode on. All right, cool. Feel free to chime in whenever you can, Second Star. It's all good. All right. Just put that on the screen. I'll just put that on the screen. All right. I guess I'll have someone come in momentarily in a short moment. So hopefully everyone's doing well, like you said. Oh, and shameless plug-in, because technically it's still spring. Some of my flowers have sprung. And speak of flowers, I just put out a new video. A short clip. 26 seconds, 27 seconds. Just something I saw on one of my walks or travels along the journey. I was like, ooh, that's cool. I think I shot that back in May, though. Those are definitely May, early June type flowers. Doesn't look like that tree. Doesn't look like that now, but I was just like, ooh, look, the flowers. So I stopped to smell the flowers, so to speak. Shared it out, so feel free to drop in on that video and take a look. Like I said, it's only 27 seconds, so if you could spare some time, CR would greatly appreciate it. We're good, Second Star. Oh, you collected some raspberries? Oh yeah, nice, CV, nice. I've seen some greenery blossom into existence and such. Always working on that propagating of it. Maybe in time, maybe in the stream I may show a sneak peek on it again, like my last live stream. But don't hold me to it. Where it goes. Like I said, this stream's for the people more. Because like I said earlier, and I keep saying this because I have it as tags. Now's the time to be proactive and be ready and be more ready. Because there may be some. How do I say? Well, I'll use the one word that I've used in my about page for a while, like literally since the beginning. Hurdles. There may be some hurdles in the distance for some, if not all of us, one way or another. One way or another. Sometimes I hear the international news and stuff like that. I know down in the U.S., but when interest rates went up 0.75%, everything's looming in the air, and all that stuff. Hopefully, you guys and gals are all ready. Gardening is one aspect of being proactive or preparedness. Not just for homesteaders or people that like the garden, but it's a proactive thing, especially if you're diversifying your food stock, the caloric intake with it. You probably can't grow everything, honestly. We all live in different growing zones. Not everyone lives down south that can grow pineapples and mangoes and bananas, but do what you can. One onion, one tomato, one sunflower, lettuce at a time. Okay, just checking up on something. Hold on. I'll raise my brightness here so I can see a little bit better. All right. So I'll keep talking here until one of my guests shows up soonish. Start bouncing some ideas off. So, like I said, hopefully everyone's doing well, and hopefully your whatever you got in your garden right now is maturing. I guess if that's a word I can use, and hopefully, if it hasn't already, start to flower and fruit, whatever it is. I'm not that. Cigar's not at that point yet. I still gotta wait till at least next month. Because actually, a bit around here out west here, it's been quite relatively seasonal, well balanced between sun and some rain. I mean, like I said, it showered earlier, and now I'm getting a peekaboo of some sun here, so to speak. So sunny-ish breaks. It's still, relatively speaking, as I look outside, mostly cloudy outside. Sun's sort of peeking in. We'll say like get some more showers later on. Did you? How long have you had those in the ground for? CB, Huga, those raspberries and blueberries. I mean, has it been long, or is it like in that beginning stage, or is it in that mature stage yet of the plant? Is it uh bushing out, so to speak? Well, I wait for a response here. I'll bring one of my evergreen things up on the screen here. I made this a while back, so if you haven't already, for anyone new, drag your mouse icon up there and change that to a capital CR with a D at the end. Oops. What's up, Heat Seeker Boss? How's it going? Appreciate you taking the time to drop in. Hopefully, everything's doing well with you. Hopefully, and I'm hoping that all you people out there, are able to find the supplies, the gear, and able to acquire what you need and would like. Maybe not necessarily the wants, but hopefully you're getting the more higher priority requirements of life. Just not just water and food, but a few other things too that you may need that are important for you. Mm. Well, I'm thinking, wasn't there a power outage or something like that, or for a little bit in Ohio? So I've heard from some other people. I know some people were out of power for I wouldn't say a significant amount of time, but a greater amount of time. Because to me, anything longer than 6 hours, because you gotta start doing something. Because let's maybe whatever it is, fire up a generator, something like that. And honestly, it depends if it's time of year, but and time of day. You know, because that's one thing most of us have a connection in, and maybe you're off grid and stuff like that. Well, you might. What happens when you have issues with your solar panel or your renewable source of energy, whatever it is. Maybe you got wind, hydro, water, power. I don't know. Got to be ready for this kind of stuff. It is summertime. So people are using air conditioners, AC quite more frequent fans and such. So that takes a toll on the system. Because they got to draw power. And some of that stuff, if it's hot enough out, you might be drawing power the whole time with it because you're running it like the majority, if not the whole day. So hopefully you have some uh, backup options to power that kind of stuff, like a generator. Maybe you got some USB fans. I think I still got the USB fans and stuff like that if needed. You're lucky enough to have places to shelter away from the heat. Like a basement or somewhere where you can even go to that's cooler. Because exposure is one of those things, especially in the heat. Not just for us, the people, but the animals, the livestock, and all that stuff. I think I heard something about the cows and stuff like that. That's just another hit on the system, so to speak. Yeah, you just got fans. Here we go. Okay. All right, Heat Seeker Bus. Appreciate you taking the time to drop in. Oh, it's 98. Feels like 105. But that's about just under 37 Celsius, about what, 40-ish Celsius for everyone else that does not live in the US. It goes by Celsius. Yeah. So yeah, that's quite warm, but that depends on where you live. And like I said, remember it's only coming into near the end of the third week of June. We still got like potentially another 8 weeks of kind of what most people would consider as summer type conditions. And of course, I'm talking about one that lives in the northern hemisphere, because actually in the southern hemisphere right now it's actually winter, right? Let's remember that. Some of my southern hemisphere subscribers and people I follow and such, yeah, I see them with toques and stuff like that, and I gotta remember that. It's cooler in the southern hemisphere, less daylight, give or take, as we are coming up to the longest day of the year, the summer or winter solstice, depending where you are, or of course the southern hemisphere. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you mentioning about that. Fuga. Oh yeah, exactly. CV. Yeah, that's a shame. It's gonna be hit on the system again, right? Because the demand is still relatively the same or more, but the supply is less. I mean, even if you don't know math, that still doesn't add up, so to speak. Hold on a sec here. Okay. So yeah, I mean, those things are gonna be happening. See. Remember what I said. Be proactive and ready. I'm trying to be proactive. I'm being optimistic, but I'm being realistic about the situation too. Now, honestly, I live here in Canada. I do not live in the U.S. This is why my icon now has a little Canadian maple leaf. just so, it, just for that reason. Because I've been asked before what state I live in. I'm like, I live above the states, like in Canada. you know, above the 49 parallel, as they say, above the border. All right. All right. Hi, Go Fish. I think I got a guest coming in right here. Hold on. Yeah,
CR, I'm trying to deal with the avatar thing. Hold on. Keep talking.
there was a little crackling right there. I'm not sure what, but
I
hopefully
don't
it'll work
know.
itself up. No, it seems
I'm
okay, I
learning
guess.
tech, so hang
The side
on.
chat will let us know us. As long as the side chat can hear us, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
nice to
And
see you, Go Fish Office.
just for the fun of it. Boo-boo.
You're working. You're using cool water, working on the chicken salad. Yeah. All right.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, this
All
is what I'm doing.
right.
I may have
Look
to
at it.
swap to my phone.
It's Jeep, just exploring every path. How are you doing? Thanks for dropping by. I
Oh,
appreciate it. You
hang
got the
on.
chat up,
Be
don't you?
right back.
But you just got here. Okay, I guess I'll just keep talking along. I was gonna say rambling, or how I say now, continuously rambling. See, R, get it? Although since Goldfish is here, maybe I'll just spell it SEAR. Just kidding, just kidding. Inside joke. So yeah, hopefully everyone's doing well out there. Like I said, hopefully you're able to get stuff done, meet your requirements, and hopefully you're giving some stuff some forethought, just in case. Just in case. You know, something like it's 0.001%. Well, that's very low odds, but it's not outside the realm of impossible. So something to keep in mind. And I got. All right, hold on. Let me just. Wait. Hold on. Let me add a bunch of people to the stream. Let me welcome in both Goldfish Office and Autistic Pepper with me here. Who I
Hello.
both sent
Well,
invites,
hey, what's
so
up?
I brought in people because I'm gonna be talking with the people. And
The
I've already had
people?
these two,
And
I've already had these two lovely ladies up on the stream with me before.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
thank you. And you're also, just for probably a moment or two, you might have, Sierra's already approved of it anyway. I'm gonna end up having one of my childhood friends help us out.
All right, fair enough.
Uh,
Oh, nice. Good idea.
Well,
yeah, so we'll have Sierra involved. And yes, Sierra's a guy named too, so
okay,
Uh-huh.
for people that don't know.
okay.
A lot of people ask me, is Sierra a girl or boy? So,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Do
Sierra's
I
a
do I
guy.
do I do I gotta put like something that says like right underneath my icon? I'm a guy.
Well,
It's
I
small
have
print,
to help
just
people
so
out
it's
with
clear.
that one.
CR the man.
Yes, he's
Whoa,
also an old man.
go fish. You gotta say it with emphasis. CR, the man.
Oh, okay.
Right.
CR the man.
Of the hour.
Did you say a valor?
No, of the hour.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what did I just swim into, may I ask? Or,
Um.
as my cat
Well,
Bella would say, purr into.
well, I'm trying to keep this a little bit more serious. There'll be some humor every so often to break it up, but
Okay.
you know,
Alright, Sierra, what you got in
I tried
mind?
to.
But seriously, what did I
We're
just
not.
swim
Well,
into?
this ain't 100% serious. This is like 95% serious and 5% punny,
Okay,
as
y'all,
the
I'm
scout
gonna
would
be
say.
in the chat as well. I've got two different ways of doing this now.
Yeah.
And for those of y'all that don't know, Ginger Ale Bear is my other name on YouTube.
Oh, cool.
I for my boyfriend who has neurofibromatosis,
Let's see.
I
Yeah,
kind
there we
of
go.
decided to
There we
take
go.
his name, basically
Pop that on the screen.
his nickname. Thank you, Sierra.
Yes. Maybe I should change the layout. Maybe I should
No,
change the layout
leave
here.
it as the autistic prepper. We're still going as that on Philip's thing. Half the people know me as that anyway.
I thought Heat Seeker Bus had to take off. Just backward. Oh, you got another ton of dirt on Garden today? Expanding Garden? Okay. That's what I like to hear propagate out.
Okay. Well, he'll be here in about 15 minutes. So, what you got started so I can
It's all
tell
good.
him.
It's all good. I got both of you in here. So
All
let
right, but
me
what?
just summarize. I was gonna summarize a few things because I know not everyone knows each other. It's just the way it is. People are
Thank
always
you.
Sounds
well.
good.
I know, right? So Goldfish Office. Now, see, Goldfish Office. You do your
Little
own thing,
Bell, you
but
don't seem to be on, man.
one thing I like about you, and I'm not gonna mention it much because I don't want to self-induce hunger pains. No. Oh, did
Oh,
CR
are
just
we
say that?
talking about
I was
food?
supposed to use indoor voice. Yeah.
Food?
Uh,
Yes.
uh,
See, Goldfish Office likes to make things from scratch.
Yes, I do.
Now, maybe not all the way or all the time, but
No, sometimes I
some of the
cheat.
time.
Sometimes I cheat, but I do like
Yeah,
to
that
make things from scratch.
cheesecake, the cookies, the dinner rolls.
Uh-huh. Those brownies with the homemade caramel sauce over top. You know, I always show that one off, then you get really hungry.
Oh, okay. Uh,
He's already thinking about
no,
it.
this is mother.
I just let everything come out right there about the food. The struggle's real.
No.
I'm glad
Mommy.
I glad I ate a
Not
snack
yours.
before the stream. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I see. I was proactive. I planned to hit everyone. I was prepared to hit. I ate before my own stream this time.
Oh, and CR.
I knew better. I knew better. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna have goldfish.
You know better, but you don't ever listen. But anyways, CR, guess what? I have a message for you from another person. Just so you know, Toy Man, aka Ron, he says hi. He said, say hi to CR. He's in the middle of, you'll never guess it. He's in the middle of cooking food. He's making some chicken.
Ooh, that reminds me of the Zach Brown song Chicken Fried.
Ooh, that sounds nice. Are you hungry yet there, CR?
And
that's our goal.
Why I have the
my
camera
cat
off so
Bella
you can't
wants
see
my
my drooling
banana.
face.
Ooh.
I don't want to show my drooling face because it looks weird.
No, ma'am.
That might be
You cannot have
misunderstood,
bananas.
misinterpreted by some people.
Banana,
so.
like
Come
what
drive
kind of?
me bananas, fat cat.
Oh.
My own cat. I adopted her before high school, and now she's a butt. She likes food.
Oh, okay.
No, you just had treats. Your grandma fed you. No. I will bring your daddy over here, and I'll make him deal with you.
So, for anyone that doesn't know the autistic preparator, I've known I've known both of these people for quite a bit of time now. They seem to know how to make me hungry every single time.
Well, yeah, it's fun to make him hungry, right?
But it's generally good. It's generally good. Not just the food. Them two.
Food!
These two. The people.
You're hungry for people?
Well, there might be a. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. I was just looking at one little word. I was gonna say something. No. Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
I don't.
Step away.
I don't want to
Step away.
Yeah. I just walk away. Just talk about something else. Just talk about something else. But yes. So I will ask both these lovely ladies here. How are things down south? I haven't spoken to both of you for a little bit. And besides, like I said, this is for the people and some other things, so
It's
don't
for
give me a
the
chance
people.
to ask it out.
It's going good. It's a beautiful day here today. Beautiful day.
Today? You're getting sun today?
It is sunny. You know, I'm sacrificing my time here to be here on panel because I keep looking outside and it's such a beautiful day. It's the right temperature, it's the blue sky with the sun, and it's not too windy.
Have you been getting some rains? Some of the rains, at least?
Some, not too much, and today definitely not.
Like enough
I'm
to
with her
soak
on
the
that
ground?
one.
Enough to soak the ground, at least? Or saturate in?
I don't know.
Like you would see a puddle or that kind of thing. Eventually.
It was misty the other day, but nothing. I think it's been at least a week since it really did a downpour.
It did a downpour last night, but that was it.
Was there one last night for you?
Okay. Last night. I've been unlucky. The rain. Someone's been doing rain dance.
Oh.
That's an inside joke, by the way.
Okay,
we'll see who gets that.
This sounds weird, but I have a question. What do I call you? Fish or fishy?
Whatever, whichever.
Okay.
Yep, fish or fishy, doesn't matter. I get all kinds of names right there,
Sometimes I call her starfish.
Yep, starfish. Oh, and be aware, CR, the train is going by, so if I drop out, that's why. I didn't leave. The train did it. The train did
I
it.
appreciate you choosing to
the goofy train
come by.
Yeah, well, I don't plan to leave, but if I do, that's why. But yeah, no, you can call me
if you
fishy, fish, starfish. I've also been given the nickname of Stella. So all kinds of things. There you go.
That's a pretty one. I like it.
I might as well say Ola. I might as well say Ola at the same time then. Just kidding.
Okay,
Just
so
kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
so what do we have in mind here?
Well,
I don't
because
know.
this is supposed to be for the people.
This is for the
Yes,
And
I
people. So
know.
what do the
yes,
people want?
this is a stream for the people.
I
We
know
could
This
we're
is why
feed the
trying
it's
to
gonna be a
people.
little bit more serious, but there is some humor every so
We could
often.
feed the
Bring it.
people food.
actually that
Wait,
gets
let me.
us.
Okay. I gotta ask this. Because everyone always likes questions and answers, and this applies to my side chat. Everyone in here, Huga, Jeep, just exploring every path. How's the food? How's the food down there? That,
Mm.
that are you are you able to acquire it? I don't know. Like while you
I,
guys think of an answer here, I was out
here's
there. I was
one.
out there today, and I was looking at the milk in the milk aisle. So apparently, half a gallon, 2 liters of milk was only 50 cents cheaper than a full gallon. That's 4 liters of milk. Although that 4 liter or gallon of milk had purchase limits on it.
Hmm.
So four
Okay,
fifty,
CR, here's
$5.
one.
So and plus the water,
In
but
technically in New York, if you're actually smart about it, it is legal to dumpster dive there. So people who
yeah,
can, so there are
I've
people that can
been
get food can actually get it.
I've been actually see.
Who need food, they
I'm
can
not saying I
actually get
haven't
that.
done that. I just haven't done it in quite a while. However, with that said, I just watched the
But
video yesterday. I just
here
watched the video yesterday, and
here
I
in the
am
South, you
subscribed
got to
to
be
some of these
cautious.
channels, so
You
I
got to
do
be
see
very
it.
cautious about it.
Well, I think many of my sports here on the channel know a few of the things I'm into. So you know,
A
food is
little
Now
one
bit
of
of
those
I'm
this
things,
and a little bit of that.
and go fish. Remember that story that I told you about the food a long time ago about yeah. But
Yeah.
remember, now's not the time to be wasting food.
Well,
Now's not the
no.
time to waste food. Let
Yeah, I
alone
remember you telling me that
milk, right?
story.
Yeah. I don't think I
and
want to
if
start
you do
wasting
waste
milk
it,
that costs
please put
$5 a
it back
gallon.
into the compost pile.
Mm-hmm. If you're able to, if you got access to
Yes,
something like that, or
or
something
make
along the
it
lines of
into
that.
cat and dog food or things like that that are worth it
Yes,
for
and
the
recover the
animals.
resource. Yeah, see, I'm the throwing
Exactly.
CR words in here too. Come on, Goldfish, you
Recover
saw that
the
coming.
resource. Yeah, CR. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, R.
Yeah, you see? R?
Yeah.
Oh, don't make me start signing, please.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
cool. Wow, you're good at that.
Yeah, I see.
S
I know
I
that now.
S H. Or
You know. Yeah.
yeah, you're basically doing attaching this one to this and swimming off.
Mhm. Mhm. Where's my way out here? Yeah. Where's my way out here? What's a good way out? I forget. Is it? Isn't it? Isn't this one? No, that's not that one.
Oh, there's CR.
Yeah, I'll do this way out. Then you can see the full thing. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. CB.
Recycle, reuse.
This is who got
Or
homestead.
as they did on Blue's Clues, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Well, actually, there's more R's before and after, but that'll be for another stream. That'll be another
Well,
stream.
I just,
I'll
dude, I
dive
just
into
said
that
here,
pile
Blue,
later. I'll
Splish
dive into
dude,
that
I
splash.
another
just
time.
added CR to it because Blue's Clues reduce, reuse, and recycle.
And this
Mm-hmm.
is why I have an R in the channel name. I'm serious. There
C
are the
for
reasons
clues.
why.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no reason for it.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Maybe one of these days I'll do a video on why it's like that.
Speaking of
I think
food, I'm eating
think I.
some peaches there, CR, just so you know. Some nice, fresh peaches. Mm-mm. I
And
slice slices.
okay, that reminds me. Are y'all getting peaches from America yet at all?
I haven't had peaches in a while.
I don't know if these were from America or not. I have to tell you the truth.
Are they canned or are they from? How can you tell? Are they canned? Is my question. There we go.
Yeah, the ones I'm currently eating are fresh from a can. Yes.
Okay.
The-
So there are peaches that we get here in the southeast,
Uh-huh.
and we're called the peach state. And I'm not fully giving it away. I'm just giving history here.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you can do is you can tell by the little sticker on the peach. One says Lane Packing Company,
Uh-huh.
and the other one. Let me look it up. Hold on, I want to make sure.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Look it up and
I
let
want to
me
make
know.
sure I tell you right. Lane Packaging Company.
Apparently, Hugo Homestead's canned peaches last year. So they
Oh,
got
look at that.
jars
Canned
of it.
peaches from last year. Oh, yummy.
Actually,
Let me see.
canning, dehydrating, and such are ways to extend that kind of lifespan of the food, because then it doesn't go to
Okay,
waste or spoil as
okay, here
fast,
they
right?
are.
Okay, what
Lane
is it?
Packaging Company, Dickey Farms, Pearson Farms, and please, and for the people in the chat, do not make fun of the word Dickey Farms. That's actually someone's last name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was trying to help some people out that are gonna be stupid.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
no one's
I could see
judging here.
somebody
No
swim
one's
off with that,
judging
and
here.
you know how it is. They can swim off with pretty much anything we say, but it's yeah.
Well,
I
that's why
understand
I
why you
went
say
ahead
this.
and that's why I went ahead and said that.
That was
Taylor
good.
Orchard, Southern Bell Farm, and Greg Farm.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So I was gonna say, see you saying you're starting a fire in the fire pit to make dinner to practice
Oh, for
cook
practice.
for brats. Well, because there's differences when you're cooking depending on the fuel or heat source, because it varies depending. Because okay, let's go more conventional, modern day, some sort of electric stove range, something like that. Yeah, you can turn on the heat, simmer, max, all the way up. Something like, and it's very similar to something if you had propane, isobutane, those camping stoves. Now, with that said, it's totally different when you're starting to cook with a flame source like a fire or wood, solid fuel tablets, and because it's harder to control the heat. I think this is why most of the time most people can agree. Well, cook over the coals, right? Because it's a little bit more of a consistent heat, and you can pull it away
Okay.
if you want to simmer.
He,
And of course,
he'll
if you're
be
cooking
here
with
in a
solar,
few
it's very
minutes.
different too.
I'll see if he wants to join this and when he gets here.
You get a tripod over the fire pit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another way of doing it. There's a little way.
CR,
There's little
CR,
ways you
don't
can.
make me one up you. Don't make me one up you later.
Uh-oh.
He and I've been doing this for what, almost a year and a half?
Cool.
But
Technically since high
I was
school, but
talking
he and I've
about
been
what CB wrote here.
we've been one upping each other since high school, but I've more recently come on to people's lives and stuff.
Oh, I see. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
I used to have my own channel, but I used to have my own channel, but
I'm
because
letting
of the
the ladies take
autism
over my
and
screen. I mean,
Blah,
shut
blah,
it.
blah, blah, blah.
I'm just kidding.
No,
Just kidding.
whatever. I'm just letting her know.
That's right. Keep going,
I
girl.
don't think Fishy knows much, so I'm letting her know.
Yep.
Since we're both new to each other. and you tell
Yeah.
us to interact, CR.
We are
I didn't- what did I
interacting,
say?
CR. This is
I
we're
didn't-
doing exactly what you said. So
I
keep
didn't
going.
say
Keep
interrupt.
talking, girl.
Did I use the word interrupt
Shh.
until
CR,
right
be
there?
quiet.
You know,
Okay, you
when
better
you
get
guys
a half
when
secret
you
email.
invite me on your own stream, I'm just gonna interrupt the whole time. I'll be like, remember that time you came on my stream? I'll be like, yeah. Remember that? It's called karma. No, I'm just kidding.
You're great. Anyway, keep talking. I want to learn more.
Well, with me having special needs and not like disabilities in a wheelchair or anything, but high functioning autism and a few learning disabilities, I've
Okay.
kind of had to back off my YouTube channel. I've had to
I
back
see.
off a few things to be able to get myself mentally there. But I'll come join CR and a couple other people on occasion.
Nice. Yeah, CR is an awesome person, as you know.
Yeah,
So
you can see that comment that I'm just pinning on the screen right now. Yeah, I know.
Oh, we're getting a
Oh no, she told the
soon.
host to be quiet.
But
Well,
I did say 95% serious, 5%
CR,
humor.
shut it. Be quiet.
Yeah, shush. No. See, we know CR well enough. He knows we're playing.
Remember, I'm the host.
He knows.
I'm the host.
Yes, you're the host. He's the hostess with the mostest.
Don't make me use that
My
button.
mom said that.
Where's that button, actually?
Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means, actually. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
But yeah. That's cool that you're trying this all out, CB. That's who good Homestead. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
Well, because it's actually, because it is actually different, like I said, cooking stuff. Because, for example,
and I'm actually learning how to get a solar oven dealt with. I've got one of my friends. He and I are gonna barter for solar oven stuff.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about this. Yeah, she's working on the solar oven. On the side.
Yeah, one of my friends.
And she was asking me a few questions earlier.
I was asking him a few questions.
That's the only reason why I sent an invite. I was just kidding.
And then I just decided, okay, Sarah and I are gonna have to do some stuff with it.
Yeah, I see.
Breaker, 1-9, good neighbor. This is Bobo, haha, dropping a hammer in on a super skate. We got bumper stickers on our donkeys. Repeat, bumper stickers on our donkeys. Come on back. That's CB talk, by the way. Pardon me, I had to be funny. Okay. But
it's all good. You can be funny here.
Yeah, I know. Yes, ma'am, I know. So we're...
Okay.
Well, she said to be so. Okay, Sierra, what you got?
Okay, so
go, CR. Go.
You're saying in New York it's not illegal to dumpster dive? I don't know. I don't live in the US, so I don't know exactly how.
Well, there are some parts of the US that it's illegal to, but people do it anyway. They just go when the police and security are
that kind of thing, I guess. That kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of goes on anywhere. Yeah. There's things that go on behind the scenes anyways, right? Legal or not, you're okay or not, right?
Right.
Yeah, because I've been hearing some stories, and
but
I see videos of it.
Here's the thing about dumpster diving. If you can dumpster dive all you want in New York, and you can trash pick all you want in other places, like if your neighbor set out something that they thought was trash, you can go grab it. But you cannot go dumpster dive in certain areas.
Private property, or if you're not welcome or you haven't asked permission beforehand.
Well, there are some places where it's legal to.
I mean,
once the trash is on the street, it's legal to go pick up someone else's trash.
Public area. So you're not supposed to be like walking on someone's property to take it. That's totally, or walk that kind of thing already. That's a totally different thing. Stuff
totally different things.
But I was on,
you know what? I've from the videos I've seen, because I do have subscribers and subscriptions out there with, well, how do I say, the dumpster diving community? I don't know how else to say.
And what am I supposed to call you? Am I supposed to call you prepper?
From
Some
recovering.
people call me the autistic prepper. CR, you want to keep going on that?
But I haven't even finished what I was trying to say.
Well, I'm answering her question. Women rule.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, CR. I just having what am I supposed to call her? I don't
Where's
know.
all the guys that I invited?
CR calls me V half the time. Some people call me prepper. Some people call me the autistic prepper.
I might as well just call you VIP.
Yeah, that too. My
I won't say what
boyfriend,
that
he calls
means
me
because,
Ginger Bear.
to be nice, I won't say what that
Aw.
means. What VIP means.
Either Ginger Bear or Ginger Ale, and it's because of my Irish heritage kind of thing.
Do you like ginger ale?
Gingy.
Yes, I actually do.
I love ginger. Have you had ginger beer? Which is not alcoholic, by the way.
Let me think about it. Okay, yes, I actually have.
Yeah.
It's been
I
a
don't know
long
if you.
time, but I've had it.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking. It's a non-alcoholic but more concentrated ginger ale, basically. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
By the way, I pinned out this comment on the screen right now. CB's asking what you're planning to make in the solar oven.
Answer it. Hurry up.
I have a question
Wait,
for you.
what?
What are you making in the solar oven? Google Homestead's
Yeah,
asking you.
Oh, you're gonna
I've
do it.
already
Oh, I thought it was
made.
CR.
Okay, pardon me, I couldn't
didn't say
tell.
I was
Okay,
making
hold
the
on.
solar oven.
I actually did try it once with just full aluminum, and what I did was I wanted to see if I could at least warm something up in it earlier this week, and I did it with Daddy's chili. And then
Yeah, people usually do it with like pizza first or something like that, and see
yeah,
how it
and
goes
then
before
if I
you
can
start
get it
cooking
to
all the
work,
way
then I will
from
go
raw state.
and do something. Then I
Yeah.
will go do
Yeah, because it's not like you're cooking meat yet. You're not at that state.
right.
You need to actually
So
know that you
eventually
can
I'll
actually
bake
eat a pizza
cookies
or
or something
something
like
cooked
that to
already.
actually see if it really works. But it did heat up what we needed.
That's cool. Yeah, sorry, I was saying hurry up. I thought it was CR. That's you,
It's
so
alright,
that's really
girl.
cool.
But I've done stuff with solar before. Obviously,
I thought you did. I'm pretty sure you showed me pictures or something of this.
I've shown you stuff before, and I have actually shown a really early video.
Oh, okay.
It's already 6 years old. So it can be
That's
long.
so
I don't
ancient.
have that one anymore. But
do you have gray hair now?
The concept would still work. The concept would still work.
Actually, my fiance, he's in his.
Let me ask you, since you're talking about solar, who out there actually has something that can be used over a fire or something like cast iron, for example, whatever it is?
I do.
Pot,
I have a Dutch oven.
pan.
We do. My cousin and I, we all do.
Yeah, cast iron Dutch oven.
Yeah, see, cast iron, the thing about something like that, you can use it on almost anything, all right? Pretty much, right? Coals, stove, indoors, barbecue, probably, solar, fire, right? Especially since usually cast iron is dark in color, too.
What? Oh.
Pardon me, I'm arguing with the phone. He said he was here, and I don't know where he is.
Uh-oh. Well, CR, sorry that I'll have to swim away so soon, but I have some more things I got to get done before Ron and I do our stream later today. So I'm going to swim away, but it was nice to meet you, Miss Prepper.
Nice to meet you. And just so you know, my email is in my description box. And,
oh, it is? Cool.
Yes, ma'am. So you can email me whenever you need to.
That'd be cool, because you're an awesome lady.
Add you two to a group chat.
Okay, thank you, Sierra.
Yeah, that'd be good, because her and I have already connected, as Sierra probably noticed, so, you know.
Yes.
It's cool.
Yeah.
You didn't notice at all, right, CR? Because we've been bossing poor CR around.
Okay. Take care, go fish.
All right, take care. We'll talk more there, Prepper, okay?
Yes, ma'am. You have a blessed day.
You too, and we'll talk more later. See ya.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, hold on.
See.
What the? CR, I may have to. Hold on. What? My soon-to-be mother-in-law is telling me what the heck they're having, and her husband's cooking, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, "You're
and
so
we'll talk about food. Go figure.
Thank you, Cindy. I love you very much. I
You got
actually
some.
do love my soon-to-be mother-in-law, my mom. We are having something like burritos tacos, but we make it with Greek pita bread. Then you just put hamburger, chicken, steak, whatever toppings you want, and what toppings you'll be on sleep put on a burrito or taco. Mom, that doesn't make sense. You'll be on sleep. Okay, she's very tired. I can tell that. Mother, go to bed. After supper, go to bed. Fair and I got it. Oh, goodness, girl. You'll be learning a
Yeah, I
lot
got you
more
on
from
that,
me.
Goldfish.
Thank you, CR.
Just not right now because I'm not even close. So anyway, so CB's got a tester and haven't used the chip enough, but you got one, okay? You
Okay,
need to
yeah, we've got that 7.
run comment. You need to start to learn. Yeah, start to learn to make fires with some
No, you
boxes.
don't
Yeah,
need,
I mean, you know what's
girl.
funny? You know what's funny? When I go camping and stuff like that, that seems to be like, oh, anyone got any boxes? I guess it works, but the thing is,
Alright, CR, I'm
I
turning on the camera while you're talking.
yeah, I tried to do without. I mean,
Don't
I'll
worry,
use
girl.
it
I'll
when it's
remind
there.
him.
Well, because
Do
something
you
like
even know
boxes,
how to use one of these?
well, boxes are one of those things. If you go camping, you gotta bring it in, right?
Right, right.
Now, if you're at home, you probably have that. Okay, I get it, but
But
you
I'm
know,
asking her if she knows how to use one of these. Well, you're,
oh, I got one on my belt right now.
um,
I don't use it much. It's actually for last
CR,
ditch
you
effort.
remember who gave this to me, right?
I swear, everyone's got that type of ferrocerium rod. I swear, I
Uh,
got one of those. Even I got
you
one of those. I
remember
haven't
who
used
gave
that
it
one in
to
a
me,
while.
though?
I don't mind the
That's the
striker on
question.
it. I don't mind the striker on it.
Harshman Hills.
Oh yeah, Harshman Hill. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Well, see, one
yeah,
good thing
still
about
talking to
that
him.
in a survival kit or something like that, it's harder to loosen it because it has a bright orange type of handle.
Yes, but it's been in my pocket all day. That
Yes.
and my fiance's lighter. Yes,
Yeah.
I stole one of his lighters.
Yeah, I know, go fish. So good. But yeah, I mean,
Oh, I'll make sure he
practice
remembers
that stuff, I
where he
guess,
gets
right?
hurt.
Practice that stuff.
Or something bad is going to happen to this lighter.
I'm, remember, as a wise teacher, and I've said this before, and I say it in the comments, and I'll say it here on the stream. As a wise teacher once
Alright,
said,
hang
the
fire,
secret to
yo.
fire is surface area. Oh, and by
Coming
the way,
out.
surface area, there's
CR,
an
hold on.
acronym for that. But it's my stream, I'm still talking.
Oh my god, you're annoying.
Yeah, okay. Here, go fish.
Boredom.
Yeah, ferrocerium rod, yeah. Yeah, CV. I mean, I've tried with silver before. I think I've tried with Quinton steel. Not a nice fancy piece of steel, like a high carbon piece of steel, but a piece of carbon steel and something like quartz or flinter, for example, because you can get sparks off that. Now, generally, with something like that, you want something like charcoal, something to catch the spark, because usually the sparks are a lot weaker compared to something like a ferrocerium rod, where you can shower the sparks a lot more, and the sparks are a lot bigger, so they're generally hotter. So and then like I said, surface area, splitting wood, splitting kindling, increasing the surface area. It does help. It does help because it liberate. Because if you come back to the fire triangle, you need fuel, oxygen that's in the air, and a heat source, like a flame, like a lighter, match, hot sparks from like a ferrocene rod, or even an empty lighter, flint and steel, or a heat source like solar ignition that you can get from like mankind glass, for example. I mean, I didn't show it all the way making a fire, but I showed an example with a wok before, because a wok has a concave surface to it, right? As like a dome, but it was shiny enough. You know, I saw it, start to sizzle and all that stuff. But something to keep in mind. Keep in mind. Especially if it's absolutely necessary. Because I know fire was, well, not just fire, I should say, but barbecues were one of those two things last February in Texas, right, during the Great Snow Apocalypse, as they say it, or whatever they coined it as. I saw a lot of the videos out there on it. And stuff like barbecues were like for saving grace, right? Because you can have a fire in there, or use your propane, stuff like that. Melt snow to get water and stuff like that. I guess I lost her in there. Okay, what's up? What's up, Dark? How's it going? And something like a lid helps too. A lid does actually help when you're cooking or trying to heat up some water. It just cuts down the time a little, and you use slightly less resources in terms of fuel, like propane or stuff like that, or isobutane on those standing camp stoves that you get and stuff like that. Because I know isobutane's even going up in price, not just propane, but most of the fuels, if not all the fuels out there, are going up in price. They're either going up in price or it's shrinkflation, one to two. But it's more like it's the same quantity, but the price has increased. And it kind of makes sense about why I'm seeing milk that's 2 liters or half a gallon only 50 cents less than a full gallon or 4 liters. Aside from the laws that's mandatory for all that. So, yeah, I mean, I have a few options here. I'm trying to diversify a little bit more. Trying to, hopefully. There's some more, how do I say, big ticket items that I would like. I got most, if not all, of the smaller ticket type of things to help me out. So, something like propane, solid fuel type options and stuff like that. I want to diversify it a little bit more. I have a solar option if it's possible, but obviously it's cloudy out today, so solar using solar energy to like heat something up is probably not in the cards today. That's for sure. Because obviously, generally, it's better when it's actually clear or sunny out, and I'll say it doesn't work at night. So I need those other options when like a day like this where it's cloudy, raining, dark out, and stuff like that. So I have backup options to buy me some time. Just in case there's a power outage or something like that. Something to keep in mind, especially if you don't have access to a barbecue, camp stove, a solar option, propane, or a gas option. If you use like electric range or electric stove, it runs on, for the most part, grid power. Because when that's down, you're gonna need an option. Because eventually you gotta eat. Or eventually you gotta drink something in time. You can only go so long without that stuff. And as time goes on, you start getting more thirsty, more tired, more exhausted, more hungry. Just like how sometimes I feel more hungry when I go visit people's streams sometimes and they always talk about food. But just some food for thought for everyone there. I'll just put that on the screen. Shameless plug-in. Shameless plug-in, right? Let's see. Well, I mean, there's DIY options and then there's commercial options. Stuff like that. So, do what you can. It depends on the area too. Some places are not as sunny over a whole year, so it may be less priority just because it's not as plentiful. Or the sun you do get is kind of, sunny breaks, probably not that cut it. You would need at least, maybe, at worst, probably like mix the sun and cloud, if not better, generally clear, mainly sunny or sunny skies. Because you can, depending how well you can heat up, say, pot, pan, stove, wok, or something like that, and how long you can hold the heat in depends what you can actually do. I say, like the artistic preparators, and like I said earlier, start with something small, and reheat something first and see if that works. Then you gradually move up to something more difficult. Maybe like steaming vegetables. Well, I shouldn't say steaming vegetables, but boiling, cooking some vegetables, soup, meat, honestly, stuff like that, fish, But start with preheating, reheating something like pizza, piece of bread, even leftovers. I've reheated leftovers with silver before. I've made hot dogs before, or sausages, one and two. So it's possible. Because I know there's commercial items you can get, but of course you got to spend the dough for that. Yes, I just used the word dough in that way. Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I get you, CB. I agree with that. I so much agree with that that I'm gonna leave it on the screen for a bit. It's that balance. Inflation's going up. Going to debt or owing more is probably not gonna be good in the long run. At least not right now. If you needed it, that's one thing. But I mean, try to go for other options or downscale something else if you can, and their expense if you can. Because I've heard the stories, the news articles and all this other stuff. People sharing some of their stories, excuse me, such as some people having to bike now instead of driving because the fuel, gasoline, petrol, whatever you want to call it in the world, is going up. While, all, if not, well, some, if not all of us, are buying power with said currency is much less. You're getting less for each amount, unit, stuff like that. Simply, you just cannot buy as much as you used to for the same amount. Or if you are paying the same amount, you're still getting less because it's shrinkflation instead. So you're losing X amount of quantity out of it. 100 grams less, 10 ounces, 20 ounces less, and such. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess I have to adapt to it. Well, remember CB with full sun. Yeah, it's going to be hotter, but that also means that the ground or the soil can dry up much faster too. Because obviously the sunlight's starting to penetrate the ground or hit the ground, so it's gonna cause it to warm up. And when things warm up that were wet from water, like soil, it'll start to evaporate. So something like mulch uh, covers the ground, so the soil can retain more moisture over a given amount of time. And it may help. It may help, especially if water is more scarce or a more limited, finite type of resource in your own area. Water for me here, I got water storage and all, but I also it also rains here. I have access to this and that, but I also realize if you're gonna pay for water for that type of utility, and you're having a garden or plants or crops or whatever, you're gonna need water, especially if the days get hotter and hotter. I guess usually they say water in the morning or in the evening. Try to avoid watering midday. Not just like a little, but saturate the ground. Generally, they say water less, but less often, but more amount for that time that you actually do water. That way, the water penetrates the ground saturates the ground and gets it deep, where the roots want to be want to follow and dig deep into the ground to access that deeper water that takes longer to dry out. And that just, coat the surface with water. Stuff like that. Or else you'll be watering all the time. Hmm. 530 US a gallon. Okay. Who got that? I'm trying to remember who did that stream now. Well, anyways, it could. I know I said it as a comment. I'm pretty sure it was a static video, but I think some people were. There was a video on that now. I'm trying to remember whose channel that was, but anyways, what's up, Muska? Well, water is the elixir of life, as they say, right, CB? And besides, like I said, you cannot grow crops or garden or plants without water. You still need it. Some can tolerate with less, yeah, I get that, but they still eventually need it. However little. And some fruits, vegetables, or plants need a lot more than you think. So, and there's things that you can do like drip water, drip irrigation, droplets in and stuff like that. But still need water. That's just a way to utilize the water better or more efficiently. That's like watering in the evening or basically outside that midday range. So that's why that's why I keep rainwater. I'm trying to up my ante on that because last year gave me a sobering reminder of the rain catchment is not enough. Because during the heat dome, the heat wave here in Canada, that covered about 25% of the landmass. By the way, four time zones over five provinces here. Like literally, you could go from like an Eastern time zone all the way to the Pacific. It would have been hot. Generally, like, you know, if not in the 90s, it would have been 95, maybe even over 100 Fahrenheit. You know, 30, 35, 40 Celsius. And this was quite extended period of time without rains in the area. Because I think it's that heat dome blocked in this high pressure system for quite a bit. And the jet stream's that higher level of airflow that's above the clouds and all that stuff that goes from west to east. It kind of locked it in there, that high pressure system. So it locked in that heat for a while. That what was it, like 2 weeks? So because you'll realize how much water you really do need when it's not only that hot, but you need it for your gardening purposes, plants and stuff like that. Outside of consuming it for your drinking purposes, hygiene, whatever purposes, or coffee. You know, I remember seeing last year, I think it was in the US, I don't know where, in the Southwest or whatever. It's just seeing, you know, oh, okay, how smart is this? It's water midday, or it seems like midday, it was sunny out. A lot of this water is just running off into a road or not even on the grass that you're trying to water on. Like, I was just thinking to myself, and it's already puddling. You might as well stop now, but I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the time wasn't working, or someone didn't come back in time. I was just like, that's not a very efficient use of water. It would have been better to do it like during midday sun, or non peak time for sun or heat. You know, before, let's say, 10 a.m. and maybe after like 6 p.m., for example. Yeah. Ah. Well, do what you can to make progress in it, CP, right? Just got to make progress in it to, learn from the experience, right? That's the thing about gardening, you know? I'm just learning by getting dirt time, figuratively and literally and metaphorically speaking, dirt time, right? And learn from the experience. Because now's the time to learn it before something happens, before you really, really have to have it. It's not just having the seeds beforehand, but gaining experience beforehand and knowing, in my area, whatever growing zone you live in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, from up here and all the way down south, and experience it for yourself. And see what happens in a given year for your area, wherever you live. And that's regardless where you live in the world. Because you want things that you can do in your own growing zone for the climate that you have, and adjust your expectations, and maybe have some other things to help you along if you need it, like trellises and stuff like that. If it's more windy out and stuff like that. I've seen videos out there and people losing like some of their yield, some of their plants and stuff like that didn't make it. I'm like, yeah, I've experienced that before. It could be as simple as, learning, oh, maybe I shouldn't transplant it in the heat of the day. And learning how to do that, right? Something that you can't just learn by watching a video. You can learn the knowledge of it, but you don't learn the skill because you're not actually doing it physically, doing it for yourself. That's like learning how to garden by watching only. And you can only do so much. It only helps so much. Sometimes eventually you need to metaphorically, literally, and get your hands dirty, as they say. I mean, I've transplanted out a few things, and that some of them didn't make it, but some of them actually did. I'm like, yes, whatever I did that made it. That's the way I need to do it because that seems to be working. That's awesome. That's awesome. I think I was watching this video like yesterday about it was they were relatively speaking about preparedness, and they said they had like 2,500 liter water catchment. That's about 600 gallons, 621 or something like that. Anyway, and I'll buy you some time, right? Now, if you were completely, let's say, for example, you got running water coming in or whatever, and using it to supplement or something like that. But if it doesn't rain for a while, it's a consumable thing. The water levels just don't drop because it needs to be replenished within time before it goes dry. Right now, the Southwest right now in the U.S. is having another year of drought, another record breaking of heat and stuff like that. More water restrictions and stuff like that. Lake Mead and other places, other lakes and bodies of water are lower. You're seeing that bathtub ring and all that stuff. You could see the elevation drop from where it was before, and where things got exposed and all that stuff's happening. Yeah, the you used to be able to put your boat right here. Now you gotta go in there 100 yards away or deeper in just to get to the shore, to the body of water. That's how much it's receded back, stuff like that. What's up, independent prepper in the house? What's up, man? How's it going? I just talked about water and a few things on being proactive and being ready. Because those are my tag words in this. So I'm going to say proactive and ready because, literally and metaphorically be able to weather the storm. I think I just used weather as a pun. I think so. Anyways, yeah, you know what? I think, you don't have an open well or a moving body of water nearby, like a stream or anything. So hopefully it will never happen. I know I don't have a moving body of water or a well, so rain catchment's got to go. But this is why CB and Independent, since you came in here, and some other people who are watching this on replay. Shout out to the replay gang. You're watching this right now. Appreciate it. That's why I need to increase my water storage. Well, I should say the rain catchment of it. Water storage for consuming, like for coffee and stuff like that, drinking purposes. That's a different thing for me. That's a separate thing. But the rain catchment, it's just like, I need to add a couple more 100 gallons wouldn't hurt. Let's just say, because during the heat wave, the heat dome here in Canada last year, it's just like 12 days. Well, it was 12 days of heat, but it didn't rain for another like 4 or 5 days after that. So, excuse me. So I'm trying to get it to a point where I can handle like 3 weeks straight. I'm actually using it for the purposes that I want to, and there's still be enough left over to buy me a little bit of time. So hopefully within that, instead of having only that 1 week, 2 week window of opportunity to have rains replenish the water, that rain catchment supply, I can go extend it to 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm assuming worst case scenario, heat wave, summer, July, another heat dome, heat wave, and the rains are very sparse or non-existing for a while. Or I need to actually water more often too, just because it's just that hot out, you know, in the high 90s, 95 plus Fahrenheit, 35 Celsius plus, stuff like that. Sorry.
And
Sorry,
yeah, it has
sorry,
many different
I
places.
didn't notice that at first.
CR.
Hi, hello.
Hi, we just randomly got to talking.
It's all good.
Yeah. So I'll call you back in a few minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna head over to Kevin.
Yeah. Don't.
Well, that was quick. That was quick. It almost seemed like some of the rain that fell this week too. Didn't last long. Didn't soak into the ground. That's another thing I've been trying to notice is like how if the rains are soaking into the ground. Because most of the time it's generally better if the water takes longer to travel, or let's say light showers, but it lasts for like 5 hours versus a heavy downpour that lasts only like, let's say 15, 20 minutes. It's the same amount of water per se, right? But the thing is, the slower moving of the water because of the light showers will have more time to soak into the ground and won't run off because it's already reached that saturation point already. If that makes any sense. So you don't get that runoff. So you get less puddling and stuff like that. Because that for example, floods. Let's see what that happened in Yellowstone. A few other places, maybe even localized flooding. That's what happens when water just runs off real fast. Or it rains in the mountains and melts the snow, and then you get that increased amount of water coming down, because it'll erode the soil, erode the ground faster too. Hence, bridges washing out and stuff like that. So generally, it's better if it rains for a slower, over a more gradual amount of time than like very suddenly and very quickly. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Because I've been looking at my own garden area and our people's too, and I'm always looking at if it does rain, and let's say, obviously you can't control the weather or how fast the rain comes down, but if it's raining, I wouldn't say pouring rain, but faster than a shower, but slower than pouring rain, that kind of range, I always like to see is the garden. Is the garden area, the soil soaking it up, or is there spots that it's pooling? I mean, honestly, something like clay will hold back the water more versus something like sand that'll drain the water and won't hold the water at all, if very little. And something like silt is in between, has the best of both. It's in the middle. Because I've been looking at that. Because, in the gardening, homesteading communities, they say, put biomass, compost, and stuff like that, increase the organic matter. So, because you want that the soil to hold the water as much as it can without having just be oversaturated and just runs off. So it reaches deep into the soil. If the roots are deep, those roots can access that water even if it's blazing hot outside and the very top of the surface of the dirt is dry. because the roots are deep down where there's still water. Because it takes a lot longer for water to evaporate that's deeper in the ground versus if it's just sitting on the top. Because water sitting on the top of on the ground, on top of the dirt or whatever, it's not evaporating quite relatively quickly, especially if it's sunny and hotter out. Hence, watering midday is not advised because you lose some of it due to evaporation loss. And something like mulch and stuff like that helps. I've been trying to add a little bit more mulch. The mulch helped me with the tomatoes I had last year for sure. I know because I still water. Don't get me wrong, but I could go like the whole day, and I feel underneath the mulch, I'll be like, oh yeah, it's still moist. So it's keeping the roots a little bit cooler, so it's not as a sudden shock of heat or too hot, and there's some moisture in the ground, so they can, use that and combine that with carbon dioxide, water, make 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 that kind of sugary thing attract the microbes, and then the microbes can give the plant something to use. So I've been trying to brush up on my on it a little bit more. I tried to rationalize it and understand it for myself. I don't understand it all, but I am learning one green tip at a time. I was talking to one of my aunts, and I was saying that I'm gardening and stuff like that. Oh, and she's like, "Oh, you got a green thumb, Sierra?" I'm like, "Well, I don't have a black thumb, or, but I'm trying. I'm trying." I think I told her I'm just trying it out. Learning from experience. Because I showed her a few pictures and stuff like that. One of the flowers that has started here already. It's looking nice. I like how it bloomed on relatively on a cloudy days. So, but this same flower didn't handle the heat so well. Well, that's when it became over 90 Fahrenheit. It handles cold pretty good though, which is cool. No pun intended. Even last year that same plant, it didn't have the flower on it at that time, but there was snow on top of it. Like not a lot, but wet snow and stuff like that. It shrugged it off like it was nothing. So I know it can handle some cold. It's just like onions, just green onions. It shrugged it off, but that didn't last that long. It wasn't a heavy amount or a huge amount of accumulations. Oh yeah, I know, right? Right, CB? Yeah, always keep learning, and gardening is all experiment. Yeah, right. Do what can work for your own area, for your own climate, and your own growing season. But do be adventurous. You know, if you can spare the time and the space to grow something and experiment, maybe you might learn something new. I don't know, something like that. Or it's like, oh hey, if I grow this plant over here, it actually works a lot better. Something like that. And another thing is like seeing that the stages of development, right? From the seed to germination to that adolescence type of state, that youth state, whatever you want to call it, all the way to the mature state, all the way to where it's flowering or fruiting, depending on what it is. Because obviously, for the most part, you ain't getting any seeds or flowers or fruit until it reaches that mature stage. I tend to, some of the smaller ones, I baby them a little bit because some of them are delicate. You know, and stuff like that. Like tomatoes, for example, making sure I prune it, making sure the leaves don't touch the ground, checking underneath the leaves every so often just to see. I'm looking for that purple color. I guess that's gonna be blatant and stuff like that. Looking for it, trimming it out, or pruning it out if I can. I may actually show a sneak peek on something soon. I think I might have time in a little bit here. Let's see. It's what, 20 minutes to the top of an hour? Maybe about 5-10 minutes. Before the top of the hour, I'll show sneak peek on something. Just to vary up this stream. I do appreciate everyone dropping in and taking the time to drop in on this live stream. So my channel moderators. So my repeating and people that are coming back and all that stuff. I appreciate it. Shout out to the replay gang. If you're catching this on the replay, I appreciate you taking the time to check out my content. Hopefully you find it informative, educational, and entertaining enough. Let's just say. Stevie. There's something about when you like literally the night or day before, then the next day you notice a dramatic change. Oh look, it actually flowered. Like you knew it was coming because you could see it starting to bud it, but I mean and the bulbs are developing, but then out of nowhere it's like next day it's like it just blossoms into that flower. I still hope to eventually get that on video. That's one of those things. I would never really know. I would have to just literally just set out a camera the whole time. It'd be cool, or a slow mo or something like that. That'd be kind of cool to see. I know there is videos of that out there, but I want to just be see it for myself kind of deal, or experience it for myself. Because most people don't see the flower just instantly doing that. We see the before and after. Because I know I've never been on time just to see it. Oh, it's just slowly opening it up, and then an hour later it's more open, and an hour later it's more fully open, and until it's fully open. No, it's usually okay. Next morning, oh look, it's flowered. Yay! Look, the lilies are out here. I'm like, yeah, I know. It just started this morning. It wasn't like that the night before or the day before. So let me see here. Okay. Sorry. Just had to check up on something. I wish my battery would go up higher than 90%. It's been stuck at this 90% for a while. Actually. One screen. I'll just dim down my display a little. Yeah, something like that. CB, yeah, something like that. A few people have graciously donated, or gifted me, I should say, more like it, not donated. Gifted me some plants. Some are just for an appearance sake, but then there's a few that are edible, let's just say. I'll have to wait and see if they actually do something, right? But until then, all right, I'll take care of them and go from there. What I'm more kind of hoping is that the seeds that I got from last fall, from the last harvest, I can bring it to a full cycle in that life cycle and have the seeds from seed or from start as you would see, to finish where it's flowering in that mature state or even fruiting. That would give me a lot of confidence because then I know, hey, now I've seen this whole life cycle of it. All I gotta do is just maintain that high quantity amount and then, sustain that for a bit as long as I can, hopefully. Keep going from there. So that's always been a more of, if gardeners have a goal, I guess that would be one of them is to be able to sustain that for a long duration of time, not just for a year or two, but like maybe 3, 4, 5, 10 years, and then you just start acquiring more of the seeds, and maybe you're preserving it in some of it too, whatever it is, you know, some way or one way or another, or making use of it, where you're making jam from fruits, the canning some vegetables, dehydrating, pickling, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be cool to take pictures along the way. Yeah, it would be. It definitely would be. I just kind of be able to see that, right? Just appreciate this appreciate it. It gives you appreciation of it. Because there's something about when you make something or do something on your own, that appreciation of it. So it's like, hey, from seed to fruit, from start to finish, as you would see. I mean, see. Yeah, see, I told you I was throwing a few puns every so often, very up the stream a little bit. Because I know this is an audio only type of stream. And hold on. Just to break it up here. Look. Just to break that up a bit. Just random appearances. Sometimes they're juicier too, right? And stuff like that. So. Oh yeah, now remember what I was gonna say. So some people graciously gifted me a few plants. I actually gifted 2 of my smaller ones that I started from seed to someone else. I'll have to see. See if they will mature and flower and fruit, but that'd be cool. That's like having another garden, right? Because no matter how many acres, how much land you have, you only have that much. But if you give some seeds or plants that you can spare, because you don't have the room or whatever to grow them in your own garden, to someone else, they can start uh, taking care of it and reproduce more of the plants for you. You know, let's just say you make some tomatoes and or you give them a tomato plant, one tomato plant, and it makes let's say a half a dozen 6 tomatoes. You know, I would be like, before you consume that tomato, let me pull some of the seeds out. Now you can consume it. That way you can have some for the next season, the next time around, and hopefully propagate more. Hopefully increase that food amount and such. Because that's one of my other goals. Well, more of a personal goal, not necessarily a channel goal, but for me, is to increase the life, the green life, as they say. And sometimes I've been bargaining a few things, so I'm not just taking, but I'm trying to offer back, give back too, because people have been nice. So I'm actually not sure if my friends actually transplanted the ones I gave to them out yet. I only gave it to them the other day. They might be doing it today, since it's cloudy out. It's not midday sun or heat. So, to avoid anything like transplant shock and stuff like that. And being very delicate with the leaves, with the root system and stuff like that. Trying to, put it back, transplant it, put it back in the ground, and hopefully it'll take over, and get bigger and become more and more green and bigger leaves, and and stuff like that. Yes, awesome. Yeah, I even offered some compost type of material to someone else, actually yesterday too. You know, it was kind of exciting to say, just to crack a pun in there in terms of what I did, or I mean, offered. Yes, there's a video on that one. Powdered eggs shells. I just say you can roll into that video and check that out. Anyway, something I just came up with. It just kind of made sense. It seemed to work, so they never asked me about that and how I did it. So I was just like, oh yeah, I just used this. And there are a way of processing that without the use of specialty tools like a mortar and pestle, or electric type of appliances like a blender or a high-speed blender, or something similar along the lines of that. So pretty much I can do that in almost any area, or have access, as long as I have access to the eggs themselves, the shells, then I could probably do that. Stuff like that. It was just like, and it's, to me, it was just like, oh yeah, also it's not as fast as using a blender, but I don't need power and I don't need specialty tools like I said. I'm using more common type of items to use. So I'm like, yeah, this is the way I want to go on it. At least for that. Take care, Huga. Later, Stevie. Appreciate you taking the time to drop in. Ah, I have a little ladybug that dropped in. Hi, Tina. How are you doing? Nice to see you, by the way. I haven't actually. I think I've seen one ladybug this season. I've been actually seeing a lot of blue jays and some other smaller type of birds. I even saw a dragonfly. Dragonflies apparently are supposed to like actually consume mosquitoes. So yeah, I like the dragonflies around, and of course the bees and stuff like that. But of course, then you get the flies and the hornets and the wasps. But they help pollinate. So as long as they don't bug me, it doesn't matter to me. As soon as they bug me, I don't know. That's a little bit different. Yeah, Huga CB's had to take off Tina already. Like literally right when before you sent that message, or right after your message, before your message. So I appreciate you and others taking the time, and anyone catching this on the replay, watching this right now. I appreciate you taking the time to drop in for this stream where I've had a few people up here already on my panel. So reconnect with some of you out there, the people, sharing a few stories, obviously some time, and what's on my mind. Because there is things on my mind. And remember, now's the time to be proactive. Proactive. And less reactive later. More forefront, less hindsight. And hopefully be ready the best you can be right now. Because if anything's been showing indications, I think we're just on facing multiple fronts now of stuff. you know, you hear the next day, oh, here's another hit to this, right? There was the cattle thing, cattle stuff, heat or whatever it was. What, 1,000 gone or 1,000 didn't make it. I'm like, well, that's a hit on the system. Even if you don't consume that type of meat product per se, you know, because if that's not there, then it's gonna be the chickens or a pork or, you know, some other meat or meat byproduct and stuff like that. I mean, if you're a coffee drinker and you consume milk, that's another thing, right? You know, 'cause I'm pretty sure some of them were female, stuff like that. I don't know all the details, but just I'm assuming a little there, but don't quote me on it. Hold on a second. Yes, I see you. Okay, I'm coming. Oops.
Okay, what did I miss? We were
No, nothing.
busy doing something.
So who got Homestead had to take off? I got Tina in the house with me right now.
Okay,
Welcome back.
thank
Welcome
you.
back.
I was letting you know I wouldn't leave you this time because I usually up and leave and never tell you.
Yeah, what's the deal with that? What's the deal?
Hey, at least I'm not
I'm
up
just kidding.
and leaving this time without saying something first. I get in trouble.
Well, don't tell me
I
you
get
just
in
came back
trouble
to
with
say
Bear
that.
when I do.
You
I
didn't
get
just
in
come.
trouble with Bear when I do.
Don't tell me you just came back to say that.
I get in trouble with my fiance when I do. So no, no, nah.
All right, no, it's all cool. It's all cool. It's all
But
cool.
you do realize it's an autism thing. Is you go autism ADHD mix. It's when you are told to go do something and you forget you're doing something else,
I
and then
forgot to
you just
call.
walk
You know
off.
what? I forgot to call someone back there, Nate, because I was on a paddle. I was just like 3 hours later. I'm like, oh yeah, I was supposed to call someone back like 2 hours ago, and it's already like midnight. I just like,
And I've already
well, never
and I've
mind,
left
never mind,
and
never
I've
mind.
left him on the channel when we used to do it on my channel. I have left him on it many times. He had to improv a lot.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, did you
You get a
just get a
special
haircut?
Wi-Fi. What's up, man?
CR, did you get a haircut?
Well, it's getting hotter.
Do you need your hair
I
cut
need
or
more
your
hair in the
hair
winter time for.
cut?
I need more. I was gonna say I need more hair. I need less hair in the summer because it's hotter.
Well,
And I
do you
sweat
need
more,
your
and I need
hair
more hair
cut
in the
or
winter because I need
hair
more insulation.
cut? Well, answer me.
I
Haircut
just
or
said
hair?
yes. I just said yes. I just said
You're
yes,
an
V.
idiot. You're an idiot.
Oh, whatever. At least at first I thought you said that word, but okay, whatever.
Idiot.
Okay, whatever. Whatever it is.
Ooh.
I
Since
burn
we
up.
got a scavenger and scrapper guy on, correct me if I'm wrong. One, I don't know much on this, so I'm gonna ask you since we have you on here. Is there any specific reason to dumpster diving versus scavenging and going and picking trash up from on trash day that people have
See,
left
remember,
behind?
it's like it's a
Well,
location.
we're gonna
Well,
ask
in my
him.
opinion, it's like a location thing, right? Because
Yeah,
okay, usually when you think of something like dumpster diving, usually you think of like a large bin,
yeah,
large commercial type of bin that takes a garbage truck or whatever to pick up it, right? With hydraulic presses that can lift it, right? But remember, there's small garbage bins too, right? Something that were more, they're, let's say, 30 gallons or something like that. The metal ones and similar to that, right? To me, that's
right.
also, it's not a dumpster, but it is along the same lines of that. Then something that's like on the ground already. Maybe in the forest, on the road, on the sidewalk, in the parking lot, that kind of thing, right? Because you'd be surprised what you can see. And like I will say, and I will always say, you never know what you can find until you take a look. I mean, everyone likes if you're having a bad day or whatever. It just makes your day even that much better, or better than was if you randomly, hey, I found $10 on the ground, $5, 20, or whatever, right? Because it picks up your morale a bit, right? Because you feel lucky. You know what I mean?
Honey, you don't need to be texting me that in the middle of the live stream, but thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. Oh my god.
Like I said, I don't usually. It's been a very long time since I did a dumpster dive. It's not that I haven't done it. I have done this before, by the way. So I'm saying, like, I've been inside. Right? I just don't do it that often lately.
True.
However,
true.
those are little things I may do that are not in a per se bin.
Well, I was trying to ask
because
this garbage guy.
because if garbage is on the ground or whatever, the resources on the grass, on the ground, on the cement, I don't see it being any different. It's just a different location. I think dumpster diving is more of a thing that you do because it's all centralized in one spot. You know what I mean? From wherever store, company, business, community, apartment building, whatever, right? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be like that to consider it. At least for me, right? Because like it's like me and my friend. We were driving in the country. And he's like, "Stop!" And suddenly stops. I'm like, "What? Did you see that? See what? Well, go open the door and walk back. Tell me what you see." I look over. I walk over there. I'm like, well, I'll be dang. It's a roll duct tape.
I would agree.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
It was just funny.
Hold
Like
up.
that's not considered dumpster diving, but it's on the ground, so you're finding it.
Right. And
and the thing is,
Bush Dog, I would actually agree with that.
It's still in the useful state because it hasn't been ran over, waterlogged, bunch of dirt on it. It's still fairly useful. Obviously, it's been used or it's half a roll or whatever, but something like tape is a very useful thing, right? I mean, like you can stick things together, bind things together, and tie things together with it. I mean, like, it's no brainer, especially if it's like the inconvenience of it is just like 10 feet away, an extra minute in your day or extra 2 minutes in your day. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. That's why I'm just like, yeah, because I found. Let's see, back earlier in the year, I found like hockey tape twice this year already. So, and the funny thing is, there was a bin close by. I was just like, that's out of my way. I'll just pick it up and keep walking with it. Because something like that shouldn't be wasted like that. Because it's so useful. Ever use it for something or bring it to someone that can use it and have it wasted in a bin that's in the garbage bin or whatever, that's probably never gonna see the light of day ever again, probably. And that have that resource totally wasted. Hey, hold on. Yeah. Hi, Moondog.
Okay, so
Nice to see you again.
I actually agree with that. Oh wow! I did not know you used to work for Bush Dog.
I used to do a lot of things. Actually, there is this
How
airplane.
are you agnostic about aliens?
Sorry, I was. Sometimes when I'm talking or rambling, I don't always look at the screen because
Neither do
I'm
I, because
picturing
I
the
was
words in my head.
listening to you.
Yes, I see the chat. I do see the.
But I don't understand that at all. How are you agnostic about aliens? Huh?
Hey, I tried to acknowledge my chat too.
This is
Maybe I should
well,
put slow-mo on. Maybe I should put slow-mo on for this. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
agnostic about aliens. Okay, that now I'm gonna have to ask Google.
I do see your comments, Moondog, by the way. I wasn't trying to avoid or evade them. So, like I said, sometimes I'm not always looking at the screen all the time. Right? If I had the
Right.
video on, I would be, but it's because I'm just talking and I'm forming the words in my mind or looking up to the side and forming the words in my mind. Take care, Moondog. Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah. Oh, I remember this one video that I saw. They actually found money in the trash. Now this was
That's
just
actually
coins,
true. I've
not
seen
not
people
not
do that.
not bills, but coins, right? I'm just like, and it was
I've known
loose,
people
right?
to
It
do
wasn't
that.
like in a pocket or like oh someone threw out the change purse or some or then check the pockets before they threw out this article of clothing like pants or a jacket. It was loose. I was just like, you know what's funny? I think they actually made enough to because they live in the U.S. They actually had enough to buy get 1 gallon of gas with that. That's at that time prices. I was like, see, that's that extra gallon of gas, right? That gives you what X amount of distance or be able to do something, right? You know. Yeah, I kind of figure. I kind of figure. I don't know why. Must be those two words in there that have CR. I don't know. Maybe.
They are.
So,
They are.
Hmm.
Don't go cuckoo. Okay. You and I will one up each other later. Let's not go crazy.
Well,
Ooh,
I said
here's
I was gonna
one.
be 95% serious and 5%
Okay, I don't know if
less
any of
serious.
you guys in Canada and America watch this person. I don't know. And other parts of the country either. But
See, people find
um
and see. Look, people find.
that well give me a second
Money.
to read his name.
Yes. Yeah, you found. Yeah, I see. You
American
never
or
know.
Canadian?
Yeah.
American or Canadian, that's the question.
Them?
Because y'all's money gets squirreled away with ours sometimes.
What are you asking again? Sorry.
Okay, I was asking your former boss.
Former boss.
Well, true, you did work for him.
Colleague. Partner. No, just kidding. What about it?
Well, all I was trying to say was, did he find American
I'm
or
assuming this is.
Canadian?
I'm assuming
Because
this is
y'all,
CAD.
you Canadians seem to randomly put coins all the way in America, and we still get Canadian pennies, Canadian dimes, Canadian quarters. Need I go on?
Yeah, I've seen that before too.
Yeah, so that's why I was
Yeah,
asking.
but I've seen. Well, when we used to use pennies here, now we don't have. We only have virtual pennies here in Canada. But we used to have that currency here, I've been able
Y'all
to see
used to
nickels
have.
and dimes and quarters here from the U.S.
Wait, so y'all don't even have in-hand cash anymore at all?
No, we just don't have actual pennies anymore. We haven't had
Okay,
actual pennies for like what 5 years now. It seems. At least.
that's Pardon me, but that's just stupid.
Yeah, it's just the way things are, right? It's the way that
Trudeau,
they
you need to
progress.
bring that back. You need to bring that
Yeah.
back, you dumb
I'm
dumb.
not gonna get into the political government
That's
talk.
all I was going to say was he needs to bring it
Yeah,
back. That's as far as I was going, dummy.
because this
Okay,
stream's for the people,
okay. So here's
not for
one.
the government. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's all I was going to say about it. Okay, there's a guy.
No, he said they say it was American dollars. Wow. So
Well,
that would have been even more in Canadian funds. Depending how long ago was it? It's like what 78, 79 cents per US dollar right now. Probably was more or less the same. Well, it's been higher before. The Canadian dollar has been higher before, but right now it's at 78, 79 cents per US dollar.
nope, nope. That's not what I'm trying to find. Hold on, let me find it. Give me a minute, y'all. Okay, do y'all know what's going on in Yellowstone these days?
I've seen the news articles and some of the videos on it. I mentioned it earlier. Well, I know few homes. What is there? You know, one the bridge is washed out, but that comes back to that. Well, because I think the weather has claimed it as an atmospheric river, but then it comes back to it's raining, and it's raining fast and hard, so you're gonna get runoff more likely versus soaking into the ground. Because if water soaks in the ground, there's less likely to have runoff. Because it
Right.
doesn't erode the ground as fast.
But here's the
it's in
one
the
thing I'm
ground.
concerned
Yep.
about with these people. The thing I'm basically concerned about with them is if they're not smart enough to. I understand that this is their land, this is where they live, but if they're not smart enough to at least have some kind of emergency bug out go bag or something
So you
to a degree,
what I say is you got to be ready for what happens in your area. That's like
right?
us Canadians not being ready for winter. That's like you know what I mean. That's what I mean about that. That's
Yeah,
how
and
I relate it. Right?
I'll admit that y'all and
If I lived by the ocean or just off the shore, I'd be like, well, waves come in. You don't know what's gonna come in with the waves or how big the waves are. So yeah, plan for that.
I've
That's
got
like
some friends.
that's like if I lived in like a more desert area, I'd be like, well, water's always gonna be a thing.
And
You know?
here's the thing with us.
Storms happen everywhere on the continent here, right? Actually, tornadoes here happen here in Canada and in the U.S.
at
Right?
least
We
have
always assume, oh, but I don't live in Tornado Alley. Well, yeah, okay, then the likelihood is a little bit less. But
and
these do
here's the
happen
thing
in these
about
other
that,
places.
CR.
Not
Here's
impossible.
the thing about that though. The place in when we lived originally when we lived down in the southeast, we basically people were freaking out at 2 snow flakes falling, and they were getting eggs, milk, and bread right off the
Yeah, but
shelf.
that depends what you're accustomed to, right?
Yeah, but where we are, that's what they were doing. And if you are in, I'll put it this way: if you're in Colorado, if you're in something like Colorado or Canada, in his case, if you're
then
in
you
one
would
of those
expect that.
places and it's normal to be able to have the
Well,
means
it's more
of
expected that you're gonna see that. More likely, the
they
probability
don't
of
freak
seeing it is
out.
much higher.
Yeah, Exactly.
because
Exactly.
you're more aware that this is an event. It's an eventuality. Maybe you get
Yeah.
lucky and it doesn't snow right away for a few months, but December or January comes and you know it's coming. That's that's just like saying like living in, let's say, the South, Texas, whatever, some states like that. Not the same heat, right? That's the same thing. Just the opposite, but of cold. But it's the same thinking. Expect that it's gonna be hot.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And
In winter here in Canada, I expect to see snow. I expect to see ice. I expect to see a blizzard at least once. Right. Hence, jacket, scarf, maybe a hat, two gloves. Right. You know, stuff like that. Ice cleats and stuff like that. If I lived down in the south where it was hotter, like the tropical area or a savannah or a desert area, I'd be like, yeah, water, heat. That'd be a no brainer
now,
because I would eventually see it. Right.
yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
more. It's harder for some people that just moved in the area. It's their first heat wave, their first winter, or people like that. But then there's other people that have moved from like other places that didn't see it coming in their lifetime, but they were ready because they've experienced it before. Because I think I've heard this one story where during that Texas thing, that some people actually were from Canada, or they sometimes in the wintertime go skiing, so they actually had that gear with them, like jackets, because they go skiing. Now that's the exception, right? Most people would not have that in a hot climate area, right? Because the rarity of
Right.
experiencing that is very, very small. Not impossible, like not that happen, but very, very unlikely. But it's not, the chance isn't zero. So, you know,
Okay. So,
if
Sierra,
that makes
here's
any
another
sense.
one. One of my friends in our homesteading group, and yes, we
Yeah.
actually have one of those. Um, one of my friends in that one of the other founding members of it was in a full blown power outage for over 18 hours.
I heard people in what, Ohio, some of them were for a full
Fairly
day,
recently,
23, 20 some hours. So
yeah.
I've heard. So I've heard from some
Well,
of the people.
yeah, I'm not gonna mention names here, but our
Yeah, I know. I know.
people in the
I probably know what you mean. It's all good. It's actually the
so here's
situation that's more important.
so I'm bringing this up because what would you do in something like that?
Like a power outage.
Yeah.
I this would be like I think this would be the third time I've talked about this on the stream. I'm talking about this like, let's see, today's Friday. I earlier this week and last Thursday or something like that. I talked about this. I think I have my how much time's going by because it'll dictate what your next steps need to be. For example, right? You know,
Right.
you know, and when this actually happens, priority wise, right? Priority wise, I'd be thinking about it. I'm not trying to, uh, what's it called? Be scared of it or anything like that. But I'm aware that unless I know for sure that it's coming back, it's one thing if, let's say, you can alert the 40s authorities say, oh, it's coming back in 2 hours for sure, or it's a scheduled thing. That's one thing, right? But it's not scheduled and they don't say, and you don't have any information when it's coming back. It could go longer than you might expect. So, okay, after the first, well, before I say that, daytime, okay, let's say it's right now, it's afternoon time, well, closer to evening time in North America. Okay, your place probably isn't dark yet, unless you live in an apartment where that has hallways that have no access to sunlight whatsoever. Okay, then it'd be dark. But I wouldn't be worried about light yet, being able to see right away. If it was dark out, then obviously you need to see what you're doing. right? I think that's first thing, right? That comes to mind, like flashlight, torch, candles, whatever, glow sticks, solar lights, whatever, right? Then maybe about a few hours later, if it's still going, or I have no idea if it's coming back, let's say 2 4 hours, I'd be like, okay, maybe I should get something else ready here, because you might start feeling hungry, right? And then without a generator, you ain't cooling down your fridge or keeping your freezer cold, right? So that also means that no, opening the fridge for 5 minutes kind of deal, right? At that time, or if you have to open the fridge, it's as quick as possible, and you pull out everything you need at once, shut the fridge, right, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can agree
Like
with that.
yeah, right. I mean, like that's how my thought process is how much time's starting to go by between that 3 to 6 hour window. I'd be like, okay, without a generator, the food starts eventually start to get warmer. Now, when you go camping and stuff like that, yeah, in a cooler it can stay up to a day or two, right? But that depends, right? I mean, I think
Right.
after 3 or 6 hour, the 3 6 hour mark, I'd be like, maybe I should, maybe put a blanket over the fridge or the freezer or something like that. Especially if it's an actually running, because you got no power for it and you got no generator, right? Now, if you did have a generator or access to something to, you know, put power back into it so you can, cool down the air on the inside again, yeah, and that's probably the time to consider it after that 4 hour window, if you have that option. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Because I think after after let's say most of the days gone by, or let's say it happened right now, I wake up tomorrow, let's say 8 a.m., 9 a.m., power's still out. I'd be gradually getting more concerned about things that also need power to help do something, like running water and such, right?
Yeah, and
Especially
how?
if the
Okay,
grid pumps the water, also water gets pumped up, right? So
right. Okay, here's one, CR. Okay, you know how sometimes we have hurricanes down here.
yeah,
Remember the
I
last
remember
one?
those hurricanes.
Yes, and we'll
Even
get
when
to
it
that
weakens
in a
to a
minute.
tropical
We'll get to
storm.
that in a minute. But
No,
the
what I'm
point
gonna say
is,
was okay.
when the power goes out in the
I'm after
middle
you.
of a storm, are you going to be stupid and try to set your generator up in the middle of a storm, or are you going to be smart and wait it out, then set it up, and then
This is why
you got
if you're
here's
prepared
the
enough, you
thing.
might be able to get by without initially using it.
Right, but if you have to set it up for, let's say your
What
mother
for? Like
had,
what for? What, like a CPAP machine or something like that? Something like that. Something that you
yeah, with medical reasons to
actually
set it
need to
up.
use it for, not just for like electricity for like a fridge or a freezer, right? That remember
Yeah, but
that
there
can
are some
you have a
people that could
leeway
have
of time with
seizures.
that, right?
Yeah, and
Because
there are
it's
some
not like an
people.
hour later the foods just don't spoil. No, it's gradually it's gonna warm up and gradually get to closer to the freezing the melting point. Then above
Right,
freezing, then you guys start getting worried because now it's
and
falling out.
CR. Here's the other thing to that. You know how I have seizures, so I have to be cautious what I'm doing.
Well, moose
So
goes back.
overheating or whatever the case may be. So what I'm trying to say is, if so, you're not
Moose goes. This
setting
is
up
the
the
autistic
generator
forever.
and causing a bunch of attention. You're going to want to
Mm.
do what to pull yourself off. And I'm giving you the floor here.
Pardon me, say that again. Sorry.
Okay. You know how I have seizures on occasion?
Okay.
Yeah. So how would you handle? I don't want Dad to go. I'm using this as an example, but
Okay.
technically he already know about it. But let's say a hurricane hit or the power went out for some weird reason,
Okay.
and next thing I know, Dad's trying to turn on the Dad's trying to turn on one of the generators automatically in the middle of whatever's going on. And for me, which is fine, but, or somebody that has seizures like Kevin and I.
Okay.
And
Fine.
there are other ways to cool off. Besides a cooling towel, what else can you do?
It depends on the area and what you have access to.
And and the audience can go in here as
Well,
well.
because everyone lives in a different. Well, let's just say it's in the south, right? Now, I think what I've heard is, well, and that depends if you live in an apartment versus a house that has basement, obviously, right? So obviously, most of the time in the heat and during the heat, lower places like a basement tend to be cooler. Or let's say an apartment building, it might be cooler in the stairwell or along in the staircases versus in the hallway or in the elevator or or the corridor. Because usually, as far as I know and have seen, usually those stairways don't have carpet, right? Because it's a fire hazard to have that, right? There's a reason why that's not in there. So they have cement. Cement will will stay colder longer. Takes longer for it to heat up compared to carpet and stuff like that. I like that idea, by the way.
So, what do you people in the comment section have about it?
I'm just reading it real quickly.
Yes, as am I.
Well, you absolutely need it because from what I've heard,
Exactly.
if you don't run a fridge or a fridge or a freezer, you just power it on just low enough so it actually
So, instead of having
freezes or
to,
cools down the whole thing again. Then it'll buy you, let's say, another few
yeah, and
four
instead of
six
having
hours.
to use the generator, what can you use?
Well, that
What can
depends.
you use?
What that depends on
I've got,
the needs,
okay, I'm
right?
trying to, yeah, it depends on the needs, but instead of a generator to cool the whole house down, I'm trying to get the people to think here, besides cooling towels, besides shutting off
Well,
rooms, what all can you use that you
stay
might
down
have at
low.
home in a general sense, is what
Remember,
I'm thinking.
cold air sinks generally. Warm air generally rises. So stay down as low as you can, like sleeping
Yeah,
on the floor kind of deal, right? Like let's say you got now carpet is gonna be one of those things that retain more heat because there's more insulative qualities to it, right? Because there's dead airspace versus somewhere in like cement or a wooden floor. Like
right.
I would almost lay down with my back to it, expose more of my skin to it, and hopefully use that like a heat sink to suck some of the heat away from me. In addition
Exactly.
to having something like water, right? Because water has a cooling effect too, right? Because it's gonna pull heat off of you. Now that's works better if it's lower humidity and the temperature isn't above 98.6 37 Celsius. Because once you get and humidity, right? If it's dry and relatively, let's say 35 Celsius, 95 Fahrenheit, water will still be the best choice because it's not that humid and the temperature is below body temperature, so you can still sweat it out and cool off. But yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Right? Run a generator only if needed, and double check to make sure it's running. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Gotta learn from those experiences, right? Because you don't want to get burned like that. Like metaphorically speaking, you don't want to get burned like that. Because it's if it's just a scheduled power outage or 2 hours, you'd be lucky. Because you don't want to get burned by like, oh, this turned into 12 hour, and I thought the generator was working. Now then, obviously you got to start planning ahead, and because now you got to improvise or adapting to it now. But that's a given for anything, though. Location, yeah, exactly. Location.
Um.
What's up?
Okay, so let's get off the generator topic. Let me pull
Okay.
up some ideas here.
All right.
Okay, so you can use to keep somebody cool. Hold on. You can use a cooling towel, but if you did not have that, wet one.
Well, I like I said, it's less effective the more humid it is, and if it starts getting like above body temperature.
Yeah, and that's
It's
usually
less
what happens
effective.
right before a seizure.
It's
So
especially less effective if it's humid out.
right. So here's
Sometimes you can
other
still get by
ideas.
with it at 40 Celsius, 104.
Loose fitting clothes,
Well, because
especially the bright
it allows
colors,
airflow, right?
almost the gauzy or clothing, and then for some people
It's
you can use dresses, stuff like
I'm
that.
gonna make it a little bit more simplistic than it really is, but it's almost the opposite of winter. Like I know summer is the opposite of winter, but because but hear me out. Loose fitting clothing, right? Now, water is
Yeah,
one
I
of those
just
things
mentioned that,
you don't want to get
old
wet in the
man.
winter because it'll cool you off. In the same thinking, it's gonna cool you off in the summer, so water's gonna help you. Water's gonna be your best friend in the heat, no matter what. It's still gonna be your best friend.
Spicy foods can cool you down in the heat.
Not if you haven't had enough water,
Right, but I'm saying it
because you
can
have to
do that.
sweat that out, right?
Right,
You have to
right.
sweat
But
that
you
out.
get what
If
I'm
that sweat
saying.
that is gonna evaporate, or you're dehydrated, or haven't drank much water, it may not actually help you as much as you think it can. Because remember,
Right,
every
right.
time you consume food, you consume water to digest that because the enzymes that digestive juices use water. you know,
Here's one.
everyone
Here's
knows
one
that we have
somebody,
stomach acid, right? So
one of my friends said, put on your child's diaper.
what? Wet? What? No, I know. No, I'm just thinking. No, I'm just thinking like a bandana or a cooling towel. Right? No, because then
No.
you can absorb
Put
water into
on,
it. Then yeah,
okay,
okay, I can see that. But
that's what I asked him too. He ended
yeah,
up saying, put on your child's dirty, wet diaper.
uh,
Okay, I know who that is.
I don't
I
know
know
about
who
that.
that
I don't know.
is. I did it. You don't want to know.
But what I was thinking, right? Okay, diaper. If it hasn't been used, if you put some water on it, use it like a cooling towel, technically, because it absorbs moisture, right? And maybe I've never tried that though. I don't know if it would work
But
like
he
a
was
bandana
saying,
or a cooling towel.
poopy. He was saying, use your diaper. Use your child's dirty, poopy diaper.
How the hell did we get on this crap now? What the hell? What the hell? Did I just say a CR word? Yeah, I did. Did I just say that? Yeah, I did, by the way. She's the one that brought it up, everyone. I did not bring this up. I hold no responsibility to what my panel says at times or brings up. The crap that people come up with.
Ignore me. One of my friends is watching us, but he's
Oh yeah.
not commenting on here. And
Mm-hmm.
one of my friends was being stupid. And yes, Moose Gal, that was Ashley.
Mm.
To cool down in bed, try to keep your pillowcase or sheets in a plastic bag in the fridge during the day.
But remember, that only buys you so. That might buy you enough time to nap. Remember,
Yeah.
eventually that will warm back up. Even if the sheets are wet, remember
Yes, but
that
that
will
was an idea
evaporate in
somebody
time.
had said.
Right,
Okay, the
that will
diaper thing
evaporate.
was just
That'll buy you some
stupid.
time, though. That'll buy you a
The
little
diaper
bit of
thing was
rest,
to
right?
piss us off.
That's like trying to stay warm with hand warmers or something like that. They'll buy you some time, but until that the hand warmer cools down, or in this case, the pillow sheets, or a pillowcase or whatever warms back up to the
Right.
temperature, right?
Use dark curtains, I will say. Take care, yo.
Well, all right. Take care, man. Thanks for jumping in.
There, to a degree,
Yeah. Okay.
you
Well,
could do that.
yeah, but the thing is about dark currents. It's the same thing with using us making a solar oven. Then
Right.
right, because remember, dark surfaces warm up, heat up faster. They don't
Yeah.
they. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well have like white curtains or use a Mylar space blanket or foil or something like that. I've seen people use foil before, and I tried out the Mylar space blankets in the sun when it's been 90 out.
Insulate your house. Okay.
That stuff actually works, by the way. As long, especially, I've tried it outside before. I was just like, the tent was way too hot. I brought a space
And
blanket out. I
yes,
just set it up
humans are
as
a
an
type of
A-frame.
animal.
Hmm?
Okay. I literally need to mute one of my friends because they just said humans are not a type of animal in the middle of our conversation.
But yeah, coming back to that, I mean, I've tried out the Mylar space blanket before. Now, I haven't tried it out when it's been much hotter, but I think this year I might try that. Try it this
Yeah.
year. I should have tried it last year and see how well that really works when it gets much hotter. I tried it in 90 Fahrenheit temperatures before, like literally the temperature, because I think it's because it reflects more of the sunlight away, and you create shade, especially if there's a breeze going by. Because I've done that before camping, and once like I just fell asleep. I was just like, it was like the best afternoon nap I ever took. Right, as soon as I got out of that kind of shelter, it was like, oh, I forgot how hot it was. It's like, hold on.
Is that you, Sierra? And he just muted himself.
Yeah, that's because there's background noise. I know I can hear it.
Yeah, there's a siren.
Anyways, yeah, I just say,
No!
out of respect for everyone else.
Oh my gosh, they're coming to arrest CR.
Oh, actually, that wasn't it though. That's a
Dude,
different
I
side.
was kidding.
Oh, whatever. I get. You know what? Just because I can't see you doing it, I know the way you're doing it. Because you do it. I've seen you do it before.
I'll tell Bear on you. I'll tell Bear.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, keeping cool. Yeah, it's nice when you have the AC. Don't get me wrong, or a fan, but it's when you don't have that stuff, then you need other options to consider. I'm just saying, right? I'm just saying.
Hang on just a minute. What? You can get a freaking, instead of a DU rag, which is a male hair wrap thing, somebody just said you can get a DEW rag that's cooling. If it's in blue, I'm definitely gonna look at it, cause, hello, I got a boyfriend that likes blue. Boyfriend, fiance, same thing in my book.
Yeah, I've did this kind of stuff with like towels and stuff like that before.
Yeah, that would be good for his birthday.
You can do it with a chamois too, because they
Huh?
absorb because chamois are meant to absorb water, and remember, it's the water that's cooling you down, right? Because it's pulling
Wow!
the heat up.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. I've done that before, right? It's because it holds the water longer. Remember, it's the
Yeah.
water evaporating that's cooling you off, right? So the longer it stays on you, the cooler you'll get over time. Because obviously, if it's sunny and hot out, you can warm back up fairly easily, right? It's actually trying to keep it
You got to be kidding
in a
me.
cool state, but like as in temperature.
I
But
forget.
just case. But it's easier
Hold
to
on.
warm back up, right?
Okay, Sierra, keep blabbing.
Hello, Howie from Food Forest Permaculture. Hopefully you're doing well. It's nice to see you, my friend. Oh, by the way, Howie, I'm working on the greens here. I just say, I'm trying it out. Trying it out. Still waiting for some of the like fruit, but it'll be a bit. Oh, and my first flower came up, but that's perennial, so a little bit different. But hopefully you're doing well. Getting some rain out here to go with the sun, so like I said, you need both sun and rain. Can't just have one or the other. Needs to rain if you want to garden or grow crops. Can't always aggregate. Jeez, I can't even remember the word right now.
World.
Yeah. All right, Howard.
Babe. Honey. Okay, I'm going to see if he. Hang on. This is going to be fun for him.
Oh yeah, taste some teeth, isn't it? Yeah, taste some teeth. I keep forgetting. I just started the new StreamYard timing period, billing period. I gotta keep that in mind. I gotta keep that in mind. Yeah, I've only gone for 2.5. I think I can do it. I've never gone over yet.
Honey bear.
So I appreciate everyone taking the time to drop in right now. And like, if you haven't already, because since I'm talking about green and stuff like that, feel free to drag your mouse up here and change that to a capital CR ending in D.
Subscribe. CR. Subscribe.
Yes,
Okay.
just like this.
Creative redundancy.
Just in case no one knows. Jeez. Show. Just in case that wasn't obvious. Just in case that wasn't obvious. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. They have this background music stuff on StreamYard now. I was gonna try to sort this out. I'll put the Daydream on. Let's see. Can you hear the music?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. Let me just turn up my volume. I have it at like. Come on. Oh. Keep it at 56. Hello, babe. I knew I forgot to put some on. I was talking so much or just rambling. I forgot about it. I think this is known as Daydream or something like that. So it is daytime. I have it on looping. Should be good. I played some of the previous time. Should be good. This is coming from StreamYard, so hopefully StreamYard would probably want open source or have music to use or copyright free to use music. platforms, so should be good. That way I can just let me know in the side chat if the volume's too high, because I'm trying this out, to be honest. You give me a good chance to try this out. I like the beat on this. So I think this is kind of cool to have something like that way. I don't have that error all the time. And if I'm lagging or whatever, you can tell because the music will change. I hope they add a little bit more to this. So yeah. So I'll probably go I'll probably go for like another 20 minutes here, probably till the top of the hour. B. What happened to her? Well, anyways, if you can hear me saying it, I'm going till the top of the hour here. That's 45.
Okay, so CR's gonna go have
at the top of the hour.
Okay.
If you like, we can stick around on and after the fact. If you want to stick around after the stream.
Or are we sticking around after the stream?
No, we're sticking around after the stream if you want.
Alright, so what does that mean you're doing, Bunny?
That means we're talking off air.
Ah.
Or not live. like any private chat. Anyways. I guess some people don't know about it. So cool. I guess I don't mind this. It's nice and relaxing though. I like this one. I have to find some. Well, there's only so much they give you, anyways. But I don't mind this one. I probably won't play this kind of stuff all the time, but I just wanted to try this out. Anyways, what I'll probably do is replay the stream on my end later and see where the volume is for the sound and the music, because I have the music around the 47, 56 range on it. It's just looping, so I don't mind that. Sounds like a melody or a melody or something like that, so it's kind of cool. Hopefully the volume shouldn't be that high for the music. Let me see here. Settings. Wow. Hold on a sec. Stop the music for a moment here. Let's stop it for a moment here. So, you know what it's time for? If you stuck around this long on the stream, you're watching this right now, you might want to come back in the room or look at the screen because CR might show something here. I've shown this. Oh, you're here.
Yes, I had to be funny. I'm talking to Bear.
Some of this got kicked since last time, but let's see here. See?
Move. Well, move.
Oh, and I showed this in the last stream I did. So you can see there's a difference. Yeah. Here's one of my air plants. You'll see a video later, but come on, show. See?
Yeah, I see. Ooh, nice.
I know. I started from seed. We'll see if I see anything from that seed. See how I threw all those plants in there? I threw all the same plant in there.
You were worse than Bear.
There's this. I got something else here too. Both of those I started from seed. But we'll have to see if it did flowers and fruits, as they say. Hopefully. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll show you guys something here. Hold on. Remember what I said? Yeah. Special appearance from the tiger lilies.
Oh yeah, true.
Those just came up. Those just came up this week. Like literally, like this week. Like 2 days ago. One came up and now, I think it was today or yesterday, another one came up. I think I have 3 out there right now. It's a little shorter, the plant, but it is doing its thing, so I won't argue with that too much. Yeah, see, I told you. I've been saying that it was bloomed and all that stuff. So yes, couple things there. So a little sneak peek. So if you're watching that, if you just saw that or seen this on the replay right now, yeah, you waited that long for that. Let's just say you waited that long for that. I don't know why my phone's not going above 90% for some reason. I don't know why. I didn't think I was using that much power on it. Whatever, I guess. Oh yeah, that music is called it's called Daydreaming. Not Daydream, but Daydreaming. I kind of like that. That's nice, chill music. Yeah, some other stuff here and here too. So try not to actually play something here that I don't want. Amongst other things here. I guess I'll use that one. So I'll probably be cutting this at the top. Yeah, top of the hour here. More or less the top of the hour or the 3 hour mark. It's like what, 7 minutes to the top of the hour. So do my finish off here in the next 5 minutes, then do my kind of outro out 2-minute warning, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever I call it all the time. Appreciate everyone dropping in, checking this out. And and just to recap, I mean, like, you gotta be ready. You got to be ready. It's not. It's nice to be less stressful, less worried when something unexpected happens. Is you have options. Not just because you're prepared for it, but because you have options. When you have options, that gives you hope. And when you have hope, there's still a chance. And being proactive and ready beforehand definitely does help in it. This I know. This I know. I almost forgot to put the banners on. I almost forgot to put the banners on. Oh, let me put I forgot to put the ticker timer on. I should have put them on earlier. Hey, Cecilia. Hi. Well, maybe I'll go a little bit longer. Cecilia's here. Hi, how are you? How's your garden doing, by the way, Cecilia? I don't know. I just showed something, so hopefully you saw that. I know I have the DVR function on the stream available, so you can still rewind back just a tad, like probably not even 5 minutes ago. Showed a quick glimpse of a few things, so. A couple sneak peeks. Actually, I was supposed to put that one up. Yeah. I really should make another ticker ticker thing on the bottom, or a different one, or different words. Oh, actually, maybe I'll just create one right now. There we go. I said I was done talking with people. Let's say about form. So I do appreciate. Let's see what you say, Cecilia. That I don't know, Cecilia. That I do not know. Oh, I think I've heard a few people trying it out, but I just don't think I can actually grow it in this zone. Not without, things like a greenhouse and such. I just don't think it's enough time. I barely even have enough a growing time to grow tomatoes. A little wheat. But who knows? So I don't know, Cecilia. Sorry. Well, Cecilia, you could always ask Gil. Maybe Gil knows. Aside from, searching online and stuff like that, yeah. I see. It's cool that you're trying to try stuff out. I'm trying to try something out myself. I've seen it grown and I've seen it, but I'm trying to grow it myself from seed to finish. And hopefully see I gotta stop honey and see some results later. Hopefully. Yeah, okay. Let's see if I can. What I'll do here, I'll let you come back in. No, I removed you from the stream temporarily. Maybe that'll help you so you can come back in. Because maybe it'll automatically kick you to another menu or another screen area automatically. Because you get disconnected. I'm doing it to help, actually. I'm just saying. I was not doing it to be something else. You want a bigger garden? Yeah, I know what you mean. More to move for that. You need to move for it. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a moment here. I just need to take care of something real quick here. Give me a moment. I won't be too long. Oh, by the way, I am here. Let me hide that again. Sorry about that. Being such a long stream. Yeah. Eventually, I had to, use the restroom. Oh, you might take that over. Oh, yeah. I remember you saying about that, Cecilia. I was remembering that. It's kind of funny because I just used the restroom. Isn't that kind of funny? Isn't that kind of funny, eh? Maybe I'll go a little bit longer. Yeah, maybe I'll go a little bit longer. Let's keep up. So, someone's like at a random shout out here. Random shout out to Puppy. We're catching this replay. If you hear this, you're that awesome. Anyways, so yeah, I'll go for a little bit longer. Why not? I can spare a little bit of time. It's Friday. Besides, gives me a chance to reconnect with some of you, the people out there. Some of you I haven't seen in a little bit. It's nice to see your text anyways on screen. Some of you've I've had on the stream or on the panel before, so I appreciate you keeping me company and all that good stuff. And perhaps there may be another sneak peek. I say perhaps. I'm thinking about it. I know. Who knows? Maybe you might hear something random like me, whining randomly or something like that. I turned it on, but it's probably playing music. I don't want to get copyright strike at the moment. Well, Cecilia, it's actually doing, relatively speaking, compared to other years, overall, I'm pleased. It could be better. I think I won't argue. I can't say it couldn't be better, but it could be worse. So I think I'll take this. I'll take it as a victory still for me. Some things I wish were a little bit taller or more established than this, but then again, considering what I've seen from other people losing some crops or a corn crop or something like that, yeah, I think I'll take this. The plant's still living. It's still growing, so I'll take that. I'll take the half full over the half empty. Yeah, I got you. I got you there, Cecilia. Yeah, it could be. Excuse me. So yeah, being proactive and being ready, right? I mean, like, let me just. I'll share a few things here on this latter half of the stream here. Sorry. Now, just make sure my camera's back. I think. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're right, Cecilia. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right about that. Let's see, camera back. See, I got the. As I'm back inside here. See, random stuff. Random stuff. Random stuff to reflect on. Just kidding. Just kidding. That was a pun. Did I literally mean that? Just kidding. I do biking and stuff, activities. So sometimes that stuff is nice to have. Just in case. Get a message. Yeah. Well, I'm checking on my forecast again. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, I'm. It's relatively hovering around seasonal or normal time values for this time of year for me here. Some sun during the day, maybe some showers here or and overnight or something like that. Yeah. Some clear skies overnight too. Some sunny skies. Showers, sunny, something like that. Sun cloud. I'll take that. That's actually a pretty good balance. Pretty good balance of stuff. Oh well, of weather. It's like trying to balance the preparations, the preps here, right? Not just have overdo one thing and underdo something else, but that balance. So you can have all this food, but you need water to go with it. You can have all this coffee, but you need water to go with it. And speak of which, I have to bring my cup back in. I forgot to bring my cup back in. Along with my charger. Hold on a sec. Well, when we'll do that, Cecilia. Does happen. Sorry, just bring a few things here. Give me a moment here. Excuse me. Yeah, it's generally cloudy out. Mostly cloudy. I don't think they actually call this overcast, but it's mostly cloudy. I barely see any blue in the sky. Lots of it's that darker navy purple type of color. So probably gonna get some showers again tonight. So, but it did dry out a little, so that's good. Yeah, I got my coffee now. Couple things I'm probably not work on tonight. Probably not join panel again tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. So, some people know where I am on Saturdays afternoon time here in North America. Now, for the most part. There's no shadow of a doubt where I'll be. If that doesn't say it all, I don't know what else would. 120 days. 4 months, right? That's actually a third of the year, by the way. That's a third of the year. And that's assuming that you get really a good balance of stuff, Because the thing is, winds, sudden heavy downpours of rain, hail, right? They all damage plants and crops and stuff like that. Trees too. This are in the great area, so stuff like that. Hard to plan for, but you may be able to mitigate that a tad, right? Trellises, something to cover it if it hails or something like that. Trellises might help with the wind, keep it from snapping a stem, right? So it stands up. Give it a little extra support. I mean, I got trellises on some of the stuff. I might actually have to put something together for something else if it grows 6 feet. But right now it's only half a foot, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I haven't planned all the way for that yet, but I got some sticks in the yard and stuff like that I can probably use if necessary. Oh yeah, remember Cecilia? I know. It's called Canada. Yeah, Canada. Enough said. Right. Of course. Come back inside without the charger. Yeah, real smart, CR. Real smart. Get my charger. Hearing some of the birds outside. Not seeing the. Oh, CR's not seeing the blue jay. I like seeing this blue jay. I saw something else today, but I don't want to spoil it too much. But let's just say there may be a video on that. I have some footage on it. We'll see if I have enough to actually put together a video. That's good enough, anyways. Let's see. Okay. So I appreciate everyone dropping in. Appreciate it. Like I said, hopefully everyone's doing well for what's going on and stuff like that. Because, well, it don't seem like things are getting better per se. Maybe equal, but I don't know if better. But yeah, put my phone here. Give myself some charge here. What up, Moose Cow? You want to come up, Moose Cow? Maybe no. In the chat right now. If you want to come up, I could send you a link. I can IM you a link. Just you wait. I'll go for a little bit longer. I wasn't even, I was gonna cut it sooner, but I'm like, Cecilia's here. Moose Cow's back. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer. Why not? Reconnect with some of you, the people out there. When I hear things happen in certain places, I always think about certain people. Because I know, relatively, so I know a few people that live in close by or in the area and such. So, it's because I care. Yeah. That's really cool, Cecilia, by the way. Alright. And besides, it'll add to the buffer zone and stuff. Buy you more time. Maybe reallocate funds to something else. Alright? Because obviously our buying power for XYZ, whatever it is, it's not like it used to be, anyways, right? That 20 is only going so far now. You feel like if 20 can even get you half a third or quarter of a tank, right? Or something like that. Or get this or that. All right. Hurry back, Cecilia. Hurry back. So, yeah, I've been trying to be a little bit more proactive on a few things myself here. And just kind of, if not reorganizing, trying to set it up so it's more ready to go. Where I've done the legwork, so to speak, a little bit more beforehand. So when I do need it, whatever, XYZ item or whatever, it's kind of the deployment, or it's more ready to go, or the deployment of it is that much quicker. Because sometimes, lead time and stuff like that is not on your side. So stuff like that. I think this is why, for example, I generally like my cordage and rope type of materials around the spool. Because that tends to save me time. I know that. So I hate undoing tangles in the hide. Or heavy knots and stuff like that. There's ways of doing it, but generally you need tools and stuff like that. Whatever it is, like an awl or something like that. So I generally don't like to have tangles and knots in the line whenever possible. And generally with the knowledge of hitches and knots and stuff like that, generally you can recover the line, or if you can't, you're only wasting a little bit of it, and too much of it. Because let's see, one of the things is try to use what you have whenever possible. Use the resources you do have whenever possible, right? Try to get more out of XYZ item, whatever it is, whenever you can. Convert it, recover it, change it up, right? A bunch of words with CR in it, making and remake something and stuff like that. Of course, you can't always do that kind of deal. Certain things you eventually need to actually buy something or get a new. But hopefully, if you saved enough or reallocated enough, that that can happen. Whatever it is, right? Hey, I saved this money getting this food, which means now I can get seeds or something like that. For example. Let's see here. It's 20 after. We'll see. Let's see if I go longer. Let's see if I go longer if I want. I may. It's because I need to charge back up the phone. Yeah. 76. We'll try with S first. What I do know is that I can charge up a few things. I wasn't kidding about the batteries. I actually got the batteries like, hold on, let's see here. Right there, see, battery. I'm just sorting for them. I'm checking them with the multimeter. So I'm trying to adjust. Once they're like, let's just say, if you're using alkalines, for example, or something along the lines of that, 1.5, right? So closer it is, I group that together, and anything that's, let's say, under 1.2, I group together and stuff like that. So it's a little bit more organized. So I know, these batteries have been used a tad. So instead of using them in a high drain device or something like that, maybe like a flashlight, for example. So I know to use those first because they have technically less power in them. So they would have less capacity. Well, their capacity's gone down because I've used some of it or whatever the case may be. All right, take care, Cecilia. I appreciate you taking the time to drop in. Have fun out there. All the best in the garden and the weed too. So I'll probably go for I'll probably close the show here shortly, probably another 5-8 minutes. Probably bottom of the hour. I said I was gonna go to the top of the hour anyway. Only till this top of the hour, but I'll go to the bottom of the hour. I gave some time for Cecilia. I appreciate everyone dropping in. I appreciate the Autistic Prepper and Go Fish Office for joining me for a little bit of their time on my panel here. Appreciate it. It's nice to have those lovely people join me. And some other people that dropped in, that was nice of you to drop in, keep me company for a little bit, share a few things, right? As I shared a few things on my mind and stuff like that, gave you people a little sneak peek, a little green sneak peek, right? You might see something else, hopefully it'll go beyond the white flowers of spring. Shameless plug-in for my video that I just put out. Quick 27 second video. Yeah. Just something I saw. I thought it was kind of nice to see. It's very rare to see certain flowers on the tree because if they do exist, it's sometimes they're very small or they don't last long on the tree before the wind, the rain, and such kind of blow it off or drain it down to the grass or the road, whatever, stuff like that. Because they only exist for a certain amount of time, and usually at the same time of year. Something like an apple tree, for example, is a prime example of that. Where you only see the white flowers of that kind of tree in like June, usually. Maybe late May at the earliest, but definitely June. At least for me here in this growing zone. So remember, everyone, you gotta stay proactive out there. Do what you can. Gather supplies. That you may actually think you may need in the near short term to long term. Not just water and food, but maybe a few other things that could, buffer out that hurdle if it rises in front of you out of nowhere. And remember, a lot of stuff can help you in our situations too. Eat what you prep what you will eat. I store water so I can actually have coffee. Right? Because I can't have coffee without the water part. So I definitely need the water part for the coffee. So that's why I have it, amongst other ways, if necessary. I know one of these water containers I'm gonna have to probably cycle out probably soon. I have a not specific time period, but a specific way of cycling it out now. So I tend to do it in that fashion. So, let's see, it's June 17th right now at the time of the stream / replay. I think I've only had it for like 7 weeks, so it hasn't been that long. I store it in a dark, cool place, so I actually have it covered with a garbage bag, so like can't actually get into it and stuff like that. So thanks for everyone dropping in, Cecilia, Muska, some of my other buddies, some of my channel moderator, CB, Matthew. It's nice to see you, by the way, Howie, by the way. And I'm closing the show, so you're coming in now. I'm closing the show right away here. So, like always, everyone, you all can create a better future starting today. So go be proactive and be ready. Not only for this summer, this fall, this winter, but maybe even more than that. as in make our reality effective. So go create that better future starting today. And like always, as our world changes, we'll adapt too. Skill and knowledge get better with practice. You can't help everyone out there, but one can help someone. And until the next video / live stream / replay, it's peace out and take care and all the best from the one known as CR. Take care, everyone. All right, catch you on the flip side. Later.